Gamers. Welcome. It's been too long. I missed you so much. Just kidding. I don't have emotions. I'm a man, and I would never express them even if I did. You thought for a second maybe I would feel something? Wrong! Absolutely disgusting. New chair pose? True! True. This is not new actually. This is really old. I just haven't used it in a long time. Hi. Hi, how are you? Don't have emotions, you're an AI? No, I'm a man. That's even worse. I have emotions, but I'll never show them. Okay, there's something really unfortunate that I'm just now realizing about this pose, okay? See how my hand's doing this little thing, right? Where it's like I'm talking. I'm just like, you know, it's like, oh, okay. When I, when I look up, for some reason, it goes all the way down there, all right? Now, unfortunately, that means if I look up and down really fast... okay, we can't use this pose anymore. I'm sorry, guys. I'm switching poses. We're gonna do this one. Yeah, that's better. Okay, now we need the weight outfit. Okay, calm down, buddy. Relax. Calm yourself. But welcome, you guys. I hope you've been well. I have not, but I'm back now. Excuse me. Let's see. I still am sick. Unfortunately, I caught like some weak new strain of COVID that's been going around. It sucks, but my body's owning it. And being sick killed my motivation and all my energy, so there was no streams happening or modding. But the good news is we're back at it today, and I have some really awesome and exciting stuff, including a change of scenery back to HUGEGRASS while we work on the Lich today, which opens us up to the possibility, get this, of finishing the mod again, which is pretty cool. Also, this helps my video, because now if... my arm... This also helps with the possibility of the Lich getting a destruction segment in the video that I could just kind of splice in there if we can finish the destruction today. My arm! So that'll be really cool. Demon, thanks for the 5, man. Appreciate the super chat. Thank you very much. You said, Drake, you gotta admit, I was good at flying the helicopter. Oh yeah, Demon showed a clip of him flying a helicopter in VR in supporter chat, and I will admit, you were pretty good at that. Flying helicopters in VR chat is hard as hell because like the physics controls, like you don't get like industry standard VR controls where your like hand is gripping onto it properly. It's weird and laggy and crappy, so it's really hard to be good at stuff. Imagine the engine pods flying off in a blaze of plasmic fire. I know! Ah, my arm! I know! It's gonna be so sick. For those of you guys who didn't see, I did do a little bit of work already on the Lich destruction toward the end of the last stream, and it was a really decent concept that allowed me to work with the fact that the model itself is super big and complicated, and it's really hard to just blow a hole through a model as complicated as the Lich here, so very exciting stuff, TBH honest. If I'm TBHing, honestly, that's pretty exciting. So I'll open it up in Blender in a second, but I gotta show you guys something else before that, okay? Listen, some of you are gonna hate me, okay? Get ready to hate me. If you're one of those people that would hate me for this, but I did something a little bit controversial, okay? Did something a little bit controversial. Boom, the new Seraph. The new Seraph is in the hangar, all right? The Covenant side of the hangar, the humans, it's the new Seraph, look at that. And you might be thinking, if you haven't watched the stream in like a week, you might be like, what? No way. Is that the Halo Reach Seraph? To which I would say, you're goddamn right, it is. You're goddamn right. The Lich split in half, it would be sick. Ducked, I have good news for you. On one hand, I'm turning my webcam on. Good news for you, you are allowed to observe me now. The other good news is, that's exactly how it explodes, and it's really awesome. I like that model, but it'd be cool in Halo 3 library. You know, I could try that. That'd be pretty cool to try. That said, this feels way cooler to fly. Also, this really needs a better camera track, because, yeah, it's pretty mid. Break is making a coward mode. Let me teach you how to fly that helicopter. What do you never even offered to teach me. You just asked me to get on VR chat, which the answer right now is no. I am not getting on VR chat at all. I'm VR chatted out for the next at least several months. Ah, dude, it feels really good on HUGEGRASS. I'll say that. Flying this thing on here does feel really good. Also, something cursed. Actually, before I get to the cursed thing, I just gotta fly this for like 2 more seconds, because I've described this before. Dude, flying this thing just feels so right. And maybe we'll get some work done on this thing today as well, because I'm tempted to switch up the weapons to make them more interesting. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty dang cool. Not bad, eh? You can even land it. Can't do that in Reach. Can't land a Seraph in Reach. Goddamn right. Oh, right, the cursed thing. Do I have it? I do. Guys, gals. I know that most of my audience here is comprised of really hot women, so ladies, check it out. The Mammoth. On HUGEGRASS? What? I'm not going to put this on HUGEGRASS. Obviously, it's not done. And there's no cockpit textures. I know. Relax. Jesus. Guys, I'm going to fix the cockpit, all right? And by fix it, I mean put any effort into it. Shout out Bruin for making the cockpit, by the way. Bruin making the cockpit was super awesome. He is the Mammoth guy, and we love and appreciate him for that. It's super cool. Dude, what am I stuck on? It's not that I don't have enough horsepower to get up this hill. I'm like stuck on something. Oh man. Riveting Mammoth gameplay. Yeah, this is not going on HUGEGRASS. It's bottoming out on the hill. It looked like it was, but it was actually just stuck. The wheels are too compressed to drive up any kind of concave slope. I lost my green privilege. I'm so sorry, Hyper. Shouldn't have to be like this. We truly do live in a society. Hey, yo, any gifters for Hyper? Any gifters for Hyper? Hey, yo. Oh, literally beating me to the punch. Drug Frodo gifts a membership. Did not manage to snipe Hyper, but congrats to Lord Commander Scorpius for becoming a member. And thank you very much, Drunk Frodo, for the gifted. Alright. HUGEGRASS done today. I gotta paint the grass still. I've somehow managed to put that off for a disgusting amount of time. So I don't know. Maybe not. Hey, Demon, thanks for the 5, man. Appreciate that. Thank you much. You said, doesn't the Reach version of the cockpit have a texture? And 2, check your Discord. There is no Mammoth in Reach. It is a Halo 4 vehicle. And there is no cockpit at any point for it, because the Mammoth cockpit there was made by Bruin, the Mammoth guy. He custom made it. Talking about Reach Extinction. Oh, yeah, no, it's the same textures. I have to put them in Halo 3. Basically, I have to grab all the textures from Halo 4. I have to import them all as bitmaps. Then I have to make all the shader tags. And then I have to put all the bitmaps into all the shader tags. And it's just really tedious because I have to find each individual texture. I have to put them in the folder. I got to bake them. Then I got to assign them. It's literally like probably an hour or 2 of just mind-numbing data entry and texture fixing. It's very cool. So that's why I have not, so it's not a skill issue. I really don't want to do something that boring kind of issue. It's just, I'll get to it. It's like obviously very important because the Mammoth looks super ugly without proper textures in the cockpit that Ruin made. Lazy. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest on that one. I am being super lazy. When it comes to the Mammoth cockpit, I am being super, super lazy about it. I can't even lie. Playing Halo 3 right now. Hands off strength, jorking the hog. And by hog, I mean my penis out. Thank you, Peppy, for that amazingly just insightful commentary. I appreciate that. Yo, Half Dead, thank you for the 2. Appreciate it. They said, what if you made a foreigner ship? What if somebody else made a foreigner ship and then I made it flyable? Now that's the dream right there. That's it. That's it! Take them from your Reach Extinction folder. So theoretically I can, but the problem is in Reach Extinction, that would only save me a little bit of time, because if I took them from Reach Extinction, I'm still missing a bunch of textures. The Mammoth in Reach Extinction is actually missing lots of textures, unfortunately. And I have a lot of modified textures to get this green color in the Halo 3 version. Like, for example, there's specular maps. Most of the textures on the Mammoth now, the one in Reach didn't have it, because the auto importer I used in Blender did not automatically search for those, just for various reasons. The way shaders are set up between games, it was just not a thing. So I'm going to do it all by hand. Every texture that I put on this Mammoth was done by hand, very carefully mimicking the Halo 4 shaders with all the appropriate textures. So really trying with that one. Drunk Frodo, thank you for the gifted membership. Appreciate that. Thank you very, very much, dude. As always. And congrats to Nexus Necrowolf. I see you, Necrowolf. What crimes? You didn't check Discord? Should I check Discord? What's up in Discord? Dude, what the fuck? This guy's me if I was hot. What the hell, man? Somebody posted this in Discord. This guy's literally me if I was just more attractive. He's just... it's like me and the guy she tells you not to worry about. Like, I'm him at Walmart. I'm like him at home. You know what I mean? I'm like the we have this guy at home. That's crazy. This is gonna make me self-conscious, man. I can't compete with that. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I gotta up my game here. Guys, let me just fix the exposure on the stream real quick for no reason at all. Let's fix my hair up. What's up, you guys? How's it going? I don't even need to wear the headphones, honestly. It's not even that important. It's not for any reason in particular. It's just, what can I say? It's just, they're just uncomfortable, you know? I don't really want to hear the music or anything. Anyways, guys, let's go check out this new mod. He knows that's not what I was talking about. What? You didn't check it? Teach you how to fly a helmet. Oh, you did? Yeah, no, I'm good. I appreciate the offer, but I just don't want to get on VR chat at all. Not interested. TBH honest. It's literally just I have a problem with VR chat, to be honest. It's literally that I don't know how to explain it. Like, I have like thousands of hours in VR chat. I met so many friends on there, and I'm just at this period where like I just don't want to like look at that game ever again. For now, that's how I feel anyway. I've had a lot of people try to get me to play VR chat. I have some really close friends here in town who also try to get me on the game, and I always like want to get on for them, but then I just can't. I have like this mental block around VR chat where I just like I don't want to touch that game. Mammoth seat one day I cope. I mean, I think the seat works. This seat's so big, dude. What the fuck? It's huge. I'm like a little kid in the seat. Bro, I'm like a kindergartner. That's crazy. Help. 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 Is there... Oh, Darksteel, sorry, you did tip $2 into the tip jar. The first tip of the day into our daily grass goal, so that maybe one day I can go outside my house and touch grass. Thank you very much for the support. He said, I bet he makes better Halo mods than you two and actually releases them. I doubt it. Anybody who looks vaguely like me probably has ADHD bad enough that they'll never release anything. And that's just a genetic fact. Science can prove it in 15 to 20 years. For now, though, unfortunately, you just have to take my word for it. Moving on. Let's blow up the Lich. Sitting in the Mammoth seat like, here's your grilled cheese and chalky milk, son. Listen, I just want to say, okay, at 26 years old, I find it a little disrespectful that you think a grilled cheese and chocolate milk is something that an adult can't have and that it's an exclusively childlike thing, okay? That shit is fire. And I feel personally attacked right now. I will make myself a corn dog later tonight by throwing it in the microwave, not even the air fryer, okay? I'm just built differently. And by differently, I mean basically the same as everyone else. You finally send the grav lift on the Lich to the landing platform? You're goddamn right I did. Look at that. Look at it. It's beautiful. It's a work of art. The way that it's centered, it's like I just went into Microsoft Word and hit the little button. It's perfect. Oh, we're not making fun of you for that. We're calling you poor, not a child. Silly poor people. Yeah, whatever, dude. Okay. Listen, I grew up half my life with a family with insane amounts of money, and the other half of my life with family living bill to bill. All right. Shout out all that time living bill to bill, because I don't know how to tell you, but that's the cozy good times right there. This is an extinction. What the fuck? Yeah, that's right. Huge grass. Look at that. Okay, but we are blowing up the Lich. I've stalled for long enough here. I think we can take a look at where I left off on the Lich the last time I streamed earlier in the week. What day is it? I guess that was the end of last week. I don't remember. Tried docking the Lich on the Phantom landing pad. Oh, you know what? And there's no place on this map for a Phantom landing pad, but I suppose I could try. Actually, I don't know what'll happen if I try that, because as of right now, the Lich actually has a built-in landing pad. I don't know if you guys realize it. With that Phantom landing pad I made in the last stream, the Lich already has one. It's built into the vehicle itself. It's every once per second, it's spawning in its own landing pad, and that's why it's hovering. That's the secret to making the Lich hover all the time. It has its own little Phantom landing pad that's perfectly aligned and centered directly on its center of mass. That's why it doesn't move. That's what I'm adjusting whenever I'm trying to get the Lich to stop moving and stay completely seated. I'm adjusting the landing pad that it spawns every second to be just perfectly exact to not move it into place. Alrighty. Let's take a look at the destroyed Lich. My god. So this is the taffy that I stuck all over the Lich, and this is how it's looking right now. Actually, it's kind of cool. God damn it! Why'd you get rid of the classic Seraph? Listen. All right. Listen, Trooper. I'm gonna keep the. I'm actually open to changing the Seraph back. I'm open to changing the Seraph back. I just wanted to see how it feels, because like visually and aesthetically, this is fucking fire. But you know, I'm also I'm a lover of the classic Seraph. So I'm gonna keep it. All right, I promise. I'm not literally insane. I'm metaphorically insane. Very, very different. Now let's add a little bit of gum, a little bit of gunk. Let's add a icosphere right here. Scale it up a lot, and then we'll keep it right there. Then we'll go into sculpt mode here. And I am gonna make this the... Oh my god, it just disappeared. What? Bruh. Okay, we're gonna do that then. Hey, yo, Demon! Thank you for the 2, man. Appreciate it. So can you make a landing pad for the landing pad? Yes. I don't know if I should give mankind access to technology on that kind of a level, but theoretically, yes, I can do it. It's a little scary. How many vertices is this? 1,000? Dude, I'm sorry, but dynamic topology 0.01. What about 0.05, please? Can we do that? Other direction, 0.2. There we go. Oh my god, dude. The level of detail has been so low on this thing. I've been making poo-poo garbo the entire last stream. Alright. Also, Halfdead, thank you for the 5-er. Appreciate the support very much. Thank you. You said last super for a while. Is there a possibility for an underground? Also, love the blue ship. On HUGEGRASS, not like a full underground. I don't know if you're aware, there are caves in HUGEGRASS. We have a large internal cave system on each side of the Citadel structure. As for a larger underground, probably not. We have those 2 caves and then this one here. I don't know if you know about them. But other than these, I currently do not have any plans for more caves or an underground structure. On Extinction, I'm debating turning that big cave near the Covenant side of the map into a larger internal structure, like a proper underground, but we'll see. Besides the Reach, Seraph shaders don't mix well with Halo 3 as compared to the base Halo 3. I actually think the Reach... Well, I can spawn both of them, and we can kind of compare and contrast. I mean, let's be fair. Let's be fair. I know I was in the middle of sculpting the stuff, but this is an important issue to me, okay? This is a deep and important issue. So this is the Reach Seraph. This is the classic trilogy Seraph. Now, I mean, they both have some great stuff on them. Yo, Dark Steel with a $2 tip. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Society's a lie. Upset. The establishment. Insert Freddy Fazbear into HUGEGRASS. Place in the Reach Seraph into HUGEGRASS. Work on Halo Spartan Strike. No. 2. Place periods at random places and read it with pauses of random duration. I felt like I was doing some slam poetry there for a second. That was wild. But thank you for the 2. And Demon, thank you for the 2. You said, wait, can you give landing gear? Landing gear? Did I read that? No, you said a landing pad for the land. I could give landing gear, and a never-ending stream of just like landing gear deploying, and then landing gear deploying, and then landing gear deploying, and then... I'd watch that animation. H2A1 is just stripped of a coating layer like the Heretics are. I'm going to be honest. The Halo 2 Anniversary Seraph model, I'm going to say it. I think it looks bad. All right. Sue me. Okay? Sue me. I think the Halo 2 Anniversary Seraph looks pretty bad. And I don't like it at all. Wait! I just realized something. Last stream, I believe Zophie sent me... Let me double check. Is this what I think it is? Were these the class? I think Zophie upscaled the classic Seraph textures, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see here. Hold on. I think they did. Let me see. Halo 3 Seraph needs a lot more texture before I consider it a matchup to Halo Reach. I agree. My quote-unquote HD textures for it are honestly just not cutting it at all. It's pretty rough. Also, there's so much texture stretching that I really should fix on it. Let me see. Did you actually send me... Hold on. Did you send me, Zophie, your version of the textures? I swear you did. I swear you just, like... I believe I did send you the Halo 3. I gotta take a look at this. I'm gonna have to look at this really quickly. Oh? Let me pull them up in Photoshop. Because they look like they might be better. I just can't tell if they're in the right format. I gotta double check. The bump map looks great, though. I'll say that for sure. I presume you did it right, because you always do it right, but I gotta, you know, trust, but verify. You know what I'm saying? No! Sophie. Oh, I lied. Never mind. It has a specular map right there. Sweet! Okay, I'll give it a try then. I will give it a try. I'm gonna rename these to Seraph Zo and Seraph Zo Z-Bump. Alright, I'm gonna grab these textures. I'm gonna put these into Halo 3. This is gonna go data, objects, vehicles, Seraph H3. And actually, there is one thing. Okay, if we're gonna be doing a fair comparison between the Halo Reach Seraph and the Halo 3 one, I should fix the model a little bit. Because honestly, it's not a fair comparison when I did the Seraph so long ago that there are some issues with the texture stretching and UV stuff. I really want to see the Reach Seraph dressed up as the Halo 3 one, so curious. I was thinking about that. I actually don't know how I would, like, quote-unquote dress up the Halo 3 Seraph as a Reach one. And what I mean by that is... the colors are baked into the texture, so I would have to, like, somehow go into the textures of the My brain's cooking. You just gotta let me cook. I gotta go into the textures for the Reach Seraph to adjust them into this color, because realistically, they're just not gonna come out that color. Alright, but that said, I want to try fixing up these textures a little bit. File open. We'll save that real quick. We're going to open up Seraph. I want to fix some of the texture stretching on it real quick, throw it into the game, drop the new textures that Zophi put in, and then I feel like it's actually a fair comparison. But like, I genuinely just like can't look at this honestly and be like, yep, that's perfect. Because it's not. If the destroyed sections have some texture stretching, that's fine. I don't care. They can ligma. Oh no. I didn't back it up on this one, man. Now I gotta append it. My old one. Does this one have it? Do you have it? Nope. Which one has it? Is it? Are you appended? Can I append you? Yes. Okay. From the one from 2. Sorry, I baked in the modifier that like makes it higher resolution. So I'm gonna grab a version of this from an older one. This is Seraph new. We're gonna parent that to the armature and set its actual armature to the new one. All right, there we go. Yeah, now I can actually fix the texture stretching on this thing because man, it is rough. It is really pretty rough. And does this have a halo region? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I gotta set up the halo regions. It's fine. That'll take like 2 seconds. The Seraph's really simple. But there's a lot of little things on here with texture stretching that I really should have fixed. Most texture stretching issues I've noticed come from like lines going down the middle. Like, look at the shape on the front of the Seraph, for example. Notice that it kind of bends up and inward right here. It's not supposed to look like that. It's supposed to be an oval. It's supposed to be like that. And I know that might look pretty subtle, and maybe it's not a big deal to you guys, but that's a pretty big deal to me. I want this thing to look proper and good. And like, for example, just doing that, creasing that down, that makes a big difference. That changes the shape of the Seraph quite a bit. Yo, Drunk Frodo with another gifted membership. Thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you, thank you. What does this control? Oh, that does fix nothing. I don't know why that's like that. Apparently that was supposed to do something. I don't know. But thank you. And you, holy shit, wait, you actually sniped Hyper? No way. Yo, that's crazy. That's only ever happened like once on this channel. Nobody ever gets the snipes. That's awesome. Yo, shout out Drunk Frodo for having like the craziest luck of all time. That's awesome, dude. Man, this whole thing is a mess. I know that I'm just like going through and just like doing basic lines and stuff, but man, I can't even lie. This thing, I don't know what I was doing for half of it. All right, I'm undoing some bits just to see what happens. All right, so I get it now. I see I did a couple things here. One, I gotta kind of stretch some of these textures in properly. Looks like I'm gonna need to stretch some of these triangular shapes together to maintain some form here. This bit here needs to be pulled up. Are these even important? Yeah, that's important to maintain structure. That's important to maintain structure. Okay, see, now the textures aren't like stretched to high hell, which is really nice. Like, it actually makes me so happy to see that. As for this top bit, the top ring here, I'm going to try, keyword try, to kind of pull it all up and together. If I grab like those. Nice, nice. The real question is, what's causing this to be so sharp? Is it this one? Something is pulling on this. It's like very, very sharp. It's none of those. But it looks nicer, I'll give it that. Like already, compare that to the top here in game. It's like very... It almost looks like an octagon. You know, it's pretty rough. Now it's a lot more round and smooth, which is really good. H2 Seraph looks the same as Halo 2 Seraph and looks really dated up close. Dude, the story of the Seraph, very straightforward, okay? Look, this is this texture. That is the Seraph, okay? It is... This is the real Seraph texture. It is packaged in Halo 2, and it's packaged in Halo 3. If you did not know, the Seraph was a vehicle that was developed for, like, Halo 1 in 1999 for the Macworld build. Okay, so this is, like, this is a texture for a model that was made in, like, 2000, like, 1999-ish. Okay, if you notice... There's this weird structure right here. This is a wing for the original vehicle that the Seraph did not become. And here's the inside texture of the wing right here. This is an ancient texture and an ancient vehicle. Yo, Laffy, thank you so much for the $20 tip. That's so generous. Thank you so much. That support means a lot. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. So, hey RJ, been a long time viewer, and I really enjoy your live streams. Well, thank you. That's really kind of you. I never caught one live till now. Did you get to upgrade your setup that you talked about a long time ago? Also, I think your whole chat is open edging right now. Don't say that. You're going to trigger them into being weird. No, I did. I did get the upgrade. I upgraded my CPU. It was super old and crappy, and I upgraded now to... I have a much better CPU. It's a 12600K, I think. 12600. I think it was just regular 12600, something like that. I forget. It's been a while. I haven't really thought about it. But yeah, it makes light mapping way faster. I can stream at like 1080p without any problems. It's a massive, massive upgrade. So yeah, I'm really happy about it. Now I just need to get more storage, actually. I've been putting off getting more storage for a while. But thank you so much for the support. That means a lot, honestly. I know I have a lot of subs, but until I start uploading regularly again, I'm just a small little guy. Just a small dude. Small-time guy. Big world. Hey, Weasel. What are you up to, cat? Ooh, look at that. Ooh, the way that form snapped into shape. Look at, you see those stretched textures right there? Boom! Hi, Weasel. Ooh, wait, what's going on with this one? This is a really stretched texture right there. You guys seeing that? You guys seeing what I'm seeing? Am I talking to me? Genuinely? How do I fix that? Would it be this one? Oh, wait, that looked important. Yup, that's pretty important. There was like a bit folded over itself here. Oh, hi, Weasel girl. How you doing, sweetie? I'm not talking to myself. I swear there is a cat here. I'm not schizo. Okay. Get that out of your head. Why does it look really good on that side, but not this side? What is it missing? Oh, this edge. Oh, I don't have the inside edge here at all. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Dude, clean. Does that mean in-game it's... Dude, I never even noticed. In-game it's all stretched and gross and messed up right here. This is actually going to look so much better. I'm not kidding. It's going to be subtle overall, but I swear to you it's going to be way better. You should be basic modeling, seeing as the textures are... I don't know what that means, to be honest. look at that. Okay, so we need an edge, a supporting edge here, like that. Supporting edge crease, I should say. And, ooh, look at that. That's where the texture stretching issue was, for like a major part of it. We're gonna pull this bit down like that. Oh, dude, so much better. I would dare say I could even add a sharp edge here. Might look a little cheesy if I had a sharp edge on the inside there, though. Maybe I'll just leave it as is. Oh, man, the textures are already doing so much better. It's crazy. Okay, I'm not going to touch the rest of the front. I think that's fine. Sides look good. Is there anywhere else on this that I've really noticed a major texture stretching? To be honest, I haven't noticed any problems on the sides at all. Maybe on these winglets on the back. Yeah, there's a little bit on the winglets here. I could definitely see these. Yeah, that seems, for the most part, to have fixed the texture stretching. But something weird's going on here. Ayo Darksteel with a 2, another 2. Thank you so much for that tip. Means a lot, thank you. He said, spoiler alert, this will look horrible in 2 to 3 months after you stop paying attention to it. That's a good thing, though. I mean, come on, that's a really good thing. I could be like... I could just, like, not pay attention to this stuff and be like... Yup, it's fine. I don't care. But no, I care. I want to give you something good. Because I care. Wow, that's going to look way better. Wait. Scanning. Analyze. I think the entire side edge is going to have to be yoinked and doinked. Yeah, the entire side edges are going to have to be... Take all of that. Wait for it. Bam! Look at that. Nice curvature to it. Right. Although, now I feel like the texture is being stretched in a different direction. And it's kind of bothering me. But I actually can't... Oh, you know what? That does pull it, but I think that's just how the texture is. Like, I actually think the texture, full on, is just stretched like that. Like, there is nothing, there is no more to be done here. The texture is simply just stretched, period, slay. Except for that looks a lot better. Anything else? Anything else? Oh, you needed help bad. Oh, man. Look at that. It's stuff like that that makes a huge difference to me personally. Read what Hyper said? What did you say, Hyper? Open edge, open edge, open... No. It might look interesting with wings like the Russian Ryan Trooper said. It would distinguish it from the Reach one. But that's not really what the Seraph is. Those wings are like a piece of cut content from a different vehicle, more or less. I feel like it would be really weird if I added the wings from the original vehicle concept in CE. I can show you it. I know I have a blend file of it somewhere on my PC. It's in my videos folder somewhere. Where are you? I think I have it in here. Yeah, here. So I have this rendered out somewhere. Basically, what I did was I modeled out, based on a rough screenshot I saw, I modeled these wings and their little supports onto the Seraph to the best of my abilities, and I UV mapped the textures that are actually these textures right here. These are the outside wings. These are the inside of the wings, and then there were some supporting structure pieces. I think these right here. These were like the supporting struts that held onto it. And yeah, this is what it looked like in Blender when I modeled those wings on and kind of gave them to the Seraph. So this is what it was originally supposed to look like. Which to my understanding was this was a tank. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a tank. And this is like armor. I forget where the footage is. I've long since lost the footage. But yeah, it's supposed to be like armor basically. So I think it's pretty cool. It was fun to recreate this too. I had a blast with it. But yeah, I also like it. Just feels very like 1999, like classic Halo. So yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting, but also it would be kind of gimmicky. So I don't really want to add it, honestly. Okay, is it too much if I put these supports in like that? Oh yeah, that's bad. Ah, Darksteel with another $2 tip. Thank you, appreciate it. Okay, this was triggering by seeing Honor Guard Seraph maybe. Honor Guard equals Secret Service for the Covenant, true. You can't just slap Honor Guard on anything. You can't. I'm tired of seeing Honor Guard everything. I hate it so much. They really are the Covenant Secret Service. Like, I kind of knew that instinctively, but I never really, like... I never thought about it that deeply. That's crazy. Why is this here? What do you do? What do you do? Yeah, whatever, I'll leave it. But yeah, already way better. I genuinely don't see anywhere else that I could fix it. Okay. Is this really? This is the trade-off I have to make? If I want to fix this... Man, that's so unfortunate. Whatever. I'll leave it be. Fine. Weird geometry doing weird stuff. But yeah, Seraph improved. Let's go. Very cool, very cool. We appreciate that. All right, now in order to get into the game, I have to do one last step, which is to go here. I need to find the name of the regions, give it regions real quick, because I did this a while ago, and they got wiped out in the Great Region Purge, and I haven't edited this since then. So we have a region called Seraph, Base, Minor, Major, and Destroyed. Very simple, so make those super fast. This is Base, Seraph. Grab all the vertices, assign them. Then we have, we'll delete the other one, then we have a Seraph Destroyed, so that this becomes, get this, Destroyed Seraph. Grab everything. Assign them. And we go to the major version, which has a lot of damage. We go here to major Seraph. Assign that one as well. And then last but not least, the minor version of it. Every YouTuber's favorite minor Seraph. All right, there we go. Assigned. We export it. CEO speciesism. Listen, as long as nobody's saying Gerald and I, we're not going to have any problems. Listen, man, there's been too many events lately for me to not make a joke like that. Shit is too crazy right now. All right, so here's what I'll do. We're going to look at the Seraph right here. I'm going to not only import and swap out to the hopefully better looking and upgraded textures made by Zophie, but in the same breath, I'm going to swap to the upgraded model with all the fixed UVs. And my hope is that we will get to see it's not going to be like the biggest difference ever because, you know, those are all relatively minor changes. But my hope is that together, they all kind of add up to a somewhat substantial improvement on the Seraph. We'll see, though. We'll see. So I'm going to leave the camera right there like that. We're going to go into Gorilla. And I'm going to do... I hope this doesn't, like, break it and cause it to... well, break. Hopefully we can get a little the nice before and after. There shouldn't be any differences between this. So we import the render model. Let's double check the shadows on it. Why is ambient? Let's do linear on 1 bounce. I bet that'll make it look a little nicer. Okay, so now we have improved shadows to add on top of that list. So, god damn it. Fricked up the names, dude. Fricked it up. All right, remove duplicate materials without stripping prefixes. Export it again. Gosh dang it, dude. Holy frick. What did you say? I'm fine with the reach there, just don't add the reach banshee. It's ugly as shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I mean, I like the heretic banshee in that style because it differentiates it enough. I think it's really cool when it's like that. Did I just oh yeah, okay, I did it twice. All right, so now we're gonna go grab the, we're gonna edit the shaders to use the new textures. So the Seraph shader, we're using Seraph 2. We're gonna do Seraph Zo and Seraph Zo Z-Bump. Oh, that was a close one. No, we're not going to be able to see the before and after because I accidentally hit a hotkey that minimized all my windows, dude. Lame! God damn it, dude. How do I import the old model? I'll unironically do that. Nah, that's not worth it. Hey, Desu, thank you for the 2. Appreciate it. You said glad to pop in Big 18 tomorrow. Yo, congrats. That's a huge day. Technically, you don't even know it, but in the eyes of the government, your entire life changes, and you're legally an adult. Have fun, though, on your 18th. That'll be a blast, dude. Here goes nothing. Boom. Ooh. Ooh. That does look a lot cleaner, dude. Wow. There was like a feel of messiness to it before that I really disliked, and now that feeling is gone. It looks a lot better. Wow. That's really nice. I'm kind of surprised. Genuinely. That's pretty good. The top 10 part doesn't look Covenant. I mean, that's always been something kind of strange about the Seraph. It's using that old school, like, pre-proper Covenant era stuff. Oh, that normal map looks so much better. Damn, Zoe, your thing is crazy good. Oh, there's an easy way to compare it to the old one. It's just deal enough damage to switch to the other damage states, because those are based on the crappier version. Yo, Darksteel, thank you for the $2 tip, dude. Much appreciated. Thank you. It said last donor for the day for me, not because I'm running out of money, but because I cast extremely slow internet. That is terribly unfortunate. I'm sorry. But thank you regardless. Appreciate it. Go have some fun, huh? Go play with the rest of the kids. Yeah. Alright, let's see. How does the difference look when I shoot it? Oh, I gotta break through this shield. God damn it. Just pay attention to the damage, the states. Oh! Well, I guess it does. It's not a completely proper, like, way to tell, because it's still using the new upgraded textures, which are carrying hard. But it's a lot better. It's a lot better. Now we can do the most fair comparison that you can do. I don't know how fair of a comparison you can really do because these vehicles are like so different compared to each other, but you can try. But for the most part, the classic type Seraph is now as good as it can be. think this looks good. These are definitely two very different vehicles. I think my biggest complaint that I have now that the Reach Seraph exists is I'm realizing how stubby the classic Seraph is. Like, the Reach one is so sleek. It's like streamlined and nice. And the classic one's like circle. You know? It's like very circle. It's not even circular, it's just circle. It's fat. And you know, that's fine. Some of the greatest people are fat. But when it comes to my sleek aerodynamic spaceships, I kind of like the Reach one, man. I hate to say it. You know, I put in all the effort, and Zoe put in all the effort, making this thing look way better, but if nothing else, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You'll see the better textures eventually. It's okay. More textures? You sent more? Oh, wait. Whoa, wait, what the fuck? This is sick. What is this? This looks pretty cool. It's kind of... Oh. This is pretty cool. It's weird, but cool. I actually fuck with it. Dude, I don't know. It's kind of weird. But I'm so torn internally. I'm looking at it like it's definitely weird, but it's definitely cool. But it's also really weird and different, but it's cool. Wait, Seraph? Oh, you sent even... Are these just like... File sizes are huge. Did you... Ah, whatever. I'm downloading all of them. Book it. Let's see what you've done with it. Oh wow, they're actually taking a second to download. That's crazy. I'm gonna make a new folder in bitmaps. Zoe 2. Alright, we're gonna do... Get all those in. What is Z-Bump High Detail? Is that just like an even higher detail one? Gotta rename it. Boom. Alright, let's see. This time we'll do before and after again, see what the big differences are. I haven't even taken a peek at them yet, so we'll find out. We're gonna go from the original to the new one. Seraph Diffuse, and that's not what I meant to do. And then also Seraph Z-Bump High Detail. I'm scared. Is the high detail like 4K? Why is that? It's 2K. God damn. What about the diffuse? Also 2K. I don't know what the differences are, but let's find out. Before. After. Whoa, what the fuck? I think the specular mask got lost in the translation there. But damn. Wait, let me try fixing it with the shader really quickly. Specular mask from texture to the original. Looks like Halo Infinite lighting now. I like Halo Infinite's lighting, actually. Let's do Seraph 2 with the specular mask. Boom. Okay. The specular mask is obviously helping a lot. It made the purple so much lighter. It still feels a little blurry, but I'm not sure how much you can really fix there. Let's switch between the two. Let me see, because it's hard to do it before and after without the specular. So this is the new one, and then this is the old. Oh wait. I lied. Did I lie? This is the first one? Wait, why does it still look like... Am I tripping? I swear I'm using a new part of the texture somewhere. Is it the Z bump? I'm confused. What changed? Did the Z bump change that much? It's got to be the bump map. It's got to be it. So if I change from the high detail bump map... Oh, I'm an idiot. I know what's wrong. I had the wrong format on the bump map. Hold on. This is what Zoe meant to show. Boom. Ooh. Ooh. Damn. It's definitely got a little bit of artifacting, but damn. Is that set up with the specular? Oh, wait. Specular from texture. Boom. I think that's an improvement. You know what it needs? It needs a bump detail mask. This shader is actually... This is my fault. Modded Gamer with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Yo, shout, we actually were low on members lately, so thank you so much. I appreciate it. Y'all, if you got gifted a membership by Modded Gamer right now, be sure to thank them and then join the Discord server in supporter chat. What was I thinking? Oh, right. I want to grab the bump detail map from the Phantom. Whatever the Phantom has for its bump detail map, I want that on the shiny shell. Banshee detail bump. Boom. What's the value? 20? Scale uniform 20? Let's do 16. We'll go more than that. 16, we'll do 32. Oh. Okay, bump detail map does help. Adds a little bit of detail. I think we also need an actual detail map, to be honest. Let's try Phantom detail. Ooh, I lied. We don't need a detail map. I take it back. I take it back. I lied. I was so wrong. I'm so sorry. Why is there... Oh, it's so ugly. Ooh, really orange now. I guess I had the albedo color being a bit blue to offset some of the orange tint that it had. I don't know what is going on. Why is it so orange? Oh, it's the normal specular tint. Why was it that color? Is that what it was in like Halo 2 or something? Like what the fuck? That offsets it, to be sure. Weird. I guess it works, though. Can't deny that. Okay, wait. There has to be some kind of detail map that I can apply. Surely. Yo, Modded Gamer! You lied! Oh, no, you didn't lie. Never mind. That was Dark Steel. But thank you very much for the $6 tip. I scared Weasel with that one, so, you know, there you go. I did that for you. Thank you for that very much. So I use my mind powers to snipe a Dean so they can yell at you for not modding Reach more often now. And you laughed like Sans' brother. Sans Undertale's brother. Dinkus Doinkus. Alright, I have an idea. Hear me out. I'm having an idea. Look at this vehicle. Another Halo 2 vehicle. I'm spawning it in. The... Where are you? Spectre. And the Shadow. Both of these vehicles have the same thing in common with the Seraph, which is that they are a Covenant vehicle that has really shiny purple metal bits, and then at the same time as that, it has more matte finishes. Nothing out of the ordinary, except that it's all on a single texture. Now, that's actually a really big deal. The reason that's a big deal is because you can't have something shiny and something matte on a single texture. At least, as far as I know, that's never used in Halo 3. But in the files that I'm using here, there is something that lets you apply another texture that tells the shader, hey, this part's actually the shiny bit, and everything else is like way less shiny. So my thought on the matter is, what if I apply that same logic, because like this is separated out basically by really strong and really weak specular maps. That's why this purple part's really shiny. But what I could do, is that not just a specular map? No, it's not. It's a specular mask. So there is a specular map and there's a specular map. And that's why I made a custom texture, a mask, to specifically apply it here. That's why I was able to get away with such a great shiny material and a dull one at the same time. Because this shiny material is the same kind of thing in Halo 3 that really covers up a lot of texture. Like anywhere that you see this purple, it's basically erasing the underlying texture and applying a purple shader on top of it. But then you look at the dark areas and you can clearly see some of the texture details coming out. So I'm gonna try that here on the Seraph. I think it'll work pretty well, but I do have to make a custom texture for it. Basically, all I have to do is go anywhere that has this kind of tan color and then apply a mask to that. And the good news is that's really easy on the Seraph because minus, I think, the bottom. The bottom is just kind of silvery metal. I may have to mask that. It's kind of silver and reddish metal. But theoretically, wow, when you look at it from the bottom, it clearly was supposed to be a hover tank. I'm getting distracted by that, but like, it's pretty clear that this thing was meant to hover on the ground, and that's like the underside internals of an alien tank. Anyway, Tombo, thank you for the 18 months. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, thank you. Second, hey, glad to see you're doing okay. I am. My roommate hates me, dude. My roommate hates me because I literally tanked this sickness. Actually, obliterated it. Get this, okay? I told her earlier today, I was like, I'm actually owning the sickness. Like, it took you out, but like, you know, besides like a lot of fatigue for me and like the sniffles, I like really haven't coughed much or anything, even though it's like the vid. And then she was like, I think I got it worse than you. You know what that means? It means, yeah, check, she's not there. I can't hear her. I can't have her hearing this horrible slander I'm putting on her name right now. But yeah, she was like upset. She was like, I think you just got it not as bad as me. And I was like, that's not how sicknesses work. I think you're just upset that my immune system's stronger. And then she was like, and then she did that thing that people do where they just cope and seethe and cry. And I sat there with my superior godlike immune system laughing maniacally on Rusty Quarters, thank you so much for the 5. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. You said try Elite New Armor Detail from the Elite Multiplayer Armor Shaders. It's really unobtrusive for detailing Covenant stuff. Yo, that sounds sick. Give me 1 second. And then that, and then... Okay. You said in the multiplayer armor for the Elite New Armor Detail. Elite New Armor Detail. So we have before, after. Oh, just made it a little darker, actually. I don't see any difference. Maybe I have the detail map up too much. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm under the impression that's not even a real texture that did anything. What does this look like? You won at disease. It's true. Of course it's unobtrusive, motherfucker. That is a gray rectangle. There is no detail. It does nothing. This is with it off. It just made it slightly darker. The alpha? Oh. You fool. Alright, we'll see. Oh, I do see. There's a little bit of detail in there. That's pretty neat. That's pretty dang neat. Yeah, it still didn't really do anything. It just made it a little darker. There's not too much you really could do, to be honest, for this. But hey, it's the thought that counts, right? Oh my god, it's always later in the evening my sniffles start coming out. It's not good. I'm literally dying. Okay, we gotta make a cool texture mask for this so we can see. I think this is worth it, because if it looks good, then I'll be way more tempted to leave the OG classic Seraph in the game on HUGEGRASS, and I won't remove it. And I won't start telling everyone that that this Seraph is cringe and lame. I'll start telling people that it's actually just like the Halo 2 Scarab, the Chad version, and that it's just underappreciated. This one vehicle would approve of redesigning just a flat silver, copper, gold would look sick as hell. Well, what I'm doing with this texture mask right now will give me options to even experiment with that. Because right now, I really can't experiment with this texture at all without risking just like making it look terrible, because there's no separation between the metal and the matte bits. And I think this like brown organic area really needs to be separated out on like the specular, in a specular sense. Like the fact that I know it has a specular mask or map, but it needs a specular mask. So let's do a white paint over that. Do another quick one for here. I may also do this on the bottom where I was looking earlier. I don't know if the bottom really needs this treatment. I think it's probably fine if it also has this shell. Also, I don't feel like outlining all the metal bits right now, to be honest. But hey, you know, it's probably, if it looks good, if the top looks good and I feel like it's a big difference, I'll consider doing like the metal bits. But if it's not a major change or useful tremendously, I'm not gonna worry about it. Make it golden shiny with purple. It would look sick. I'm gonna try that. I'll try a couple of different different color schemes. By doing this selection anyways, I'm should probably be a little bit more careful with it, but since it's an upscale and I'm not even technically using this texture for the upscale, sorta, kinda, not an exact science. I might have to go in and clean it up a little bit. Probably should have done this on the actual texture I'm using, but hey, what can I say? Video games, am I right? Okay, so that's the top part. What else is there? I don't have to do this because that's the wing. That doesn't get used at all. I think, I don't know where this is, but it's light in color and it looks important, so I'm gonna consider it as another matte tan piece, and this will be the final bit here. Like there and there. Very good. Very good. Now, at some point I may go in and do this metal undercarriage stuff, but I think this is good for now. I'm gonna do, I think what I do is select these. I think I gotta have this be the black part, and the white part is the background. But basically, the areas that I just selected are gonna go black, aka they're gonna not have any reflection values. And then everything else, the purple bits are going to be shiny. So I'm going to export this into the game real quick. All right, I was taking care of something there. I'm going to export this into the game. Let me save it to my Seraph folder really quickly, because I don't actually have this as a saved file, and I would hate to lose it. All right. I'm going to save this as, what should I name it? Like Seraph. We'll do Seraph Spec Mask. Cool. And we can just have that be like a diffuse texture. Throw it into the game through here. There's our specular mask, and then we'll run the bitmaps command. And then we actually change the main shader to a, not just default. Oh, wait. I might be an idiot. Wait, it's really a default type shader? It should not be a default type shader. What it should be is the same as the shadow. Oh, dude, this is about to get such a facelift. I don't know what I was thinking when I made this all this time ago, man. This thing is about to get a massive shader facelift. Hold up. We're going to do the creep hole as a base. So we're looking for two-lobe Fong tint map. Oh, it is two-lobe Fong. Okay, never mind. It's not going to get that massive an increase. But it'll still be substantial enough. Okay, so we're going to do the specular mask. Let's see. Okay, as you can see, it has become like almost entirely matte on these areas here. So we know it works now. We have extremely shiny bits and extremely matte bits. So the specular mask is working. Basically, what I can do now is take like full control over the shine. Make it shiny gold. I can't make it shiny gold technically. It is a different material, or the cool part about this is that now I can change the texture and I change the color of it and have it not be super affected by the shiny bits on it. Now, it's completely matte right now, which is not necessarily ideal. I kind of want to change it over to the values that this has, which I think will look a little bit better. I want to give that a try, because I think the current shader values just aren't really great. It's using some default values that just, they're pretty mid. I'm going to give it the same values that the shadow has, which I believe is from the Phantom, actually. Our specular tint's fine. Our glancing power, we're going to double. The area contribution. Wait, what's the Fresnel curve steepness? Like 0.2 to 0.25. This is going to look very different here in a second, so hopefully in a good way, though. Analytical specular contribution 0.5. Environmental map specular contribution 0.65. Then we'll set the albedo specular tint blend to 0.35. And then no analytical anti-shadowing. All right, let's see. Actually, it's a very like matte tint compared to before. It still looks good, but it's very different. I feel like the colors now need to be changed, but environmental roughness scale does need to be adjusted. That's on environmental mapping to dynamic. This will also make the top black, like the shadows and matte section. I mean, I can change the color of anything now. I don't know if I want to, right? Because it's supposed to stay classic, more or less, but I can. I think for sure the purple needs to be darker, though. Like, without a doubt, purple needs to be darker. Let me change this to, like, solid. So this is the actual authentic color. It's really brown. Like, it's like painfully brown, actually. I could make it like silver, which is kind of tempting, actually. Well, do you think it would look bad if I made it like silver? I don't feel like that would look too bad. It's just the brown is kind of ugh, you know? think I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try changing it to like a more of a metallic color, gold or purple. I'm gonna try silver. I'm gonna try silver. And then also this purple is a bit bright. Why is that? Seraph diffuse. Anything diffuse coefficient? What if I do that like 0.5? Ooh. That was not really what I was hoping for. That's alright. Okay. So yeah, I'll change it. I'm gonna try making it metallic and see what it looks like. The orange SM Covenant structures. I'll give that a try as well, see if that's any interesting. But I'm gonna use the restroom super quickly. I'll be back in just 1 second. Alrighty. So, Seraph stuff. So I was using the shadow as a basis, but those values have ended up looking a little bit too shiny. Swimming with the Halo 3 fish. You already know. Now, yeah, I think just due to the specular mask, it's become like very light and shiny, so hear me out. My tried and true solution to anything related to a Covenant ship, that's right, the Phantom. Just copy every single value. Isn't the Halo 3 Ghost as light purple as the Seraph? Well, it is, but also the Seraph's not supposed to be that light. It's like it's just not supposed to look like that. Albedo, specular 10.5, analytical, anti-shadow control 0. Damn! Onikai with a $20 tip. Thank you very much. That is very, very much appreciated. Thank you so much for that support. I honestly think the Reach Seraph is better, and will this Seraph be ported to the AI War? What will happen to the old Seraph? Also, can you give the Arc AI War the updated Forge menu? I'm sorry if I seem a little annoying with this. No, you are totally fine. As for... Wait, is that the right shading? As for the old Seraph, I'm going to keep it. It's, I think it's really cool. I love the old Seraph. It's iconic, some might say. And I'm probably going to end up using a new Seraph, but I'm at least going to give this a shot at making it look as good as possible because I love this vehicle so much. And will it be ported to AI War? I could port it to AI War. I don't see why not. I just throw some more stuff in there. So they're kind of big for the map. AI War is kind of a smaller map. Well, the old one's definitely more than big enough, but the new one is a little bit small for it. But I could throw it on there. You definitely got to throw me a reminder in like supporter chat or something if you're in there on Discord. Yeah, I do have a lot of new vehicles that should be updated. Should make a super simple ultimate forge. That's just like, this map is not perfect and a lot of stuff on it sucks. Just like shit all of the vehicles into it with all the old forge objects and be like, I don't know, I'll update it later and all your maps will break. Don't judge me, I don't give a shit. Have fun. So if I need to see the Reach Seraph with classic textures. I mean, the only thing I could think of to give the Reach Seraph classic texture, so to speak, is to take the metal and make it like brown. That's the only real thing I could think of, because it's got a purple shell like the original. The only thing that's not purple is the metal. And if I make that metal brown, that's pretty much it. You should make a rejected version of my testing range. Yeah, actually, it's a good way of thinking of putting it. Oh, I missed a spot. I missed this thingy. Where is that? Where is that? Oh, how did I miss that? Oh, wait. Is that there? I'm so good. Oh, where's it that? I actually missed a couple little bits. Okay, I'll clean them up real quick, just very quickly, okay? Just very quickly, we'll just go like that, okay? You know what I would love to see the Seraph in as a color, though, is red. I feel like red would look kind of sick. We should try that. I'll give a red Seraph a try. Also, the engine's not supposed to be shiny, so let's fix that real quick. Red would be a throwback to see. Yeah, I know. I mean, there's a lot of the undercarriage on it is red as well. It doesn't show up super clearly in-game, but all of the internals and stuff on the bottom is red, which is pretty cool. Okay, I did miss this right here. Yeah, I would very much like to make it so only the purple is shiny, and then everything else is varying levels of shine, but that is a lot of work. So, you know, we'll see about that one. I'm not sure. You know, I love this version of the Seraph, but do I love it enough to spend a bunch of time on stream while I'm supposed to be entertaining? Doing all that? I don't know. But maybe. Okay, let's throw that out there. Red equals banished? Dude, every time you do that, the, like, kindness in my heart, that's like, you know what? Retexturing Covenant purple to red is a perfectly valid way to do banished, and people should be fine with that. I become a little bit more of an asshole. How did I not fix it? What is that? Where are you? I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna freak out. Where is that texture? There's no way. Where are you on the texture map? Huh? Was there all along? But I did that one. Bitch, what the fuck? But maybe it's just the normal map. No, that is like very shiny. That no make the sense. Ah, whatever. It is working, but it just looks like that. Therefore, there is no winning. I simply lose. I'm going to cry now. That's it. That's the whole... All right, so... Anyways... What the fuck is that? I need to know. What? Oh, that's the bottom. Never mind, I know now. Anyways, we need actually cool textures and colors and stuff. So I'm gonna grab the bitmaps that we're using now, the new Seraph stuff thing. And also make a backup. Seraph Diffuse Classic. Classic. And then I can now take the color map from here over to this new one. Get a little wacky with it by placing it down like that. Selecting the pixels here. And then I can start doing stuff like, wait for it. Boom! I'd be like, rejected it. That didn't freaking do anything. Oh yeah? Ooh, gaming Seraph, dude. Gaming Seraph. Yeah, see, but what if I make it silver? And then I take that select. Wait, fuck. I mean, frick. Where do I take it? Make it magenta? I could just make it all purple, but that would look ugly. We have the opportunity here to do more, to go beyond. Plus Ultra. All right, I think, I don't know, would gray even look good? Like, if I'm gonna do it gray, I might as well just do it as like a new material, but I can't really, right? I'll give it a try. Oh, God, I kind of hate it. It's like the wrong shade of gray. Like, if it's gonna be gray, it should at least be like darker. Good God. Yo, Onikai with another $10 tip. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's like crazy. I also forgot that the Spirit's Bay door is missing texture and it's just black palette. Oh, it's... I'm smarter than I used to be. I can actually fix that. I can actually fix that. I'm glad you pointed that out, actually. Because that is completely fixable. Ooh, ooh, look at that. Look at that. Enhance. It's because I was bad at doing the thing. It's just so, like, organic. Should it go do dark blue and make the wings a lighter blue so it becomes a Halo Reach there? No, I'm not gonna... You know what? You know what? I hate that. I actually, I'm gonna be honest, I do hate that. We're gonna go back to the classic color. And here's what's gonna happen. Alright. On my little mask that I made, I'm going to not make it completely black. Instead, we're gonna make another version of the mask, but this one's gonna be a little bit of a darker gray. So we're still gonna get some of the color in there. But we're gonna retain some of that color, but we're gonna not have it be overwhelming. So this is going to allow a little bit of the specularity to come back instead of just the complete 100 and 0 specularity that I had before. So it's got a little bit of a shine to it now. A little bit more, which is kind of nice. I might even raise it up a bit more than that. But now what I'm going to try is changing the colors. The color values here are kind of a big deal. I have these saved because they're supposed to work nicely with it. The bottom one is blue, top one is orange. The bottom one is the blue. So right now it was using a very dark blue and kind of a pale color there, but when I switch it to those, oh, it's terrible. The orange is like a hot spot. Yeah, I don't like that. Balance it out. Okay, the balancing is a little bit nicer. That helps. It's just too bright. Make it golden. We can give it a gold a try. So gold on purple. I suppose I could make it a little bit more gold by going like 0.85 here. Makes it a little bit more orange, which is kind of cool. And you know what? I'm going to be a little bit brave, a little bit controversial. I'm going to give back a lot of the specularity to the original texture here because I think it can handle it. I think it'll still look good even with the ridiculous shine because it's also being helped out a lot by the fact that the specular map is already really low on these areas. I think by adding some of that specularity back, it's gonna look decent still. Yeah. I could go even further with that, to be honest. A little bit bright. I would say gold. I don't know if I can do gold properly. You know what? Let's do this. Let's see. How much can it handle it? Can it handle it? We're going to do tint map to diffuse... Oh god, no. Two-lobe foam. We're going to take off the tint map completely and see what it looks like. Was it even worth it? I'm going to be so real. It's like a little bit helpful. It removes a little bit of like the wetness from the texture, but It was never really needed. The specular mask was already carrying. You gotta redo the purple, it's too pale. I agree. It's actually not... It's not the fault of the purple itself, I think. Let me check. This is the Seraph Diffuse. It's actually a darker color. I'm a little surprised. Let me try this. We'll do select the color range of the purple. Why can't I see it? Oh, well, that would have been nice. I just auto-selected all the orange for me. No. Select color range. Okay, so that's... Did you say the normal maps to have any height? It's just the default height. I can enhance their height. We could see how that looks. Seraph HD Z bump. I mean, I will admit they did get a little smoothed out and ghosted a bit. Could probably do with a bit of a heightening. I didn't even notice they were so much like that. The height is 5 repeats. Let's do... we'll just double it. Ooh, yeah, that's good on double. That's nice. Maybe a little crunchy, but not bad. I feel like that really does enhance it. Made it nice. Looks more detailed. Some of that built-in AI upscaling artifacts on the 2K texture are really showing through, but it honestly kind of adds a little bit of detail. It's nice. Comparison of the H2A Seraph might help. This one's just really bright now. I need to tone down the specularity and the intensity of it a lot. It's just... Weasel? What? Oh, are you hungry? Yeah, my bad. Right. Dude, I forgot to feed my cat. That's so sad. I never forget. She made the saddest meow when she came in, dude. I've never even heard that tone of meow. She was like, bro, how could you do this? I'm a big kitty, dude. I feel so bad. You know what? I'm gonna go feed her. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Without me, I think you can handle this without me, but just... I love this cat too goddamn much. I'll be right back. Weasel. Enjoy. Alright, Weasel got her food. Now, you guys watching are going to eat good, because we're going to make the Seraph actually look good. I gotta find out which value in particular is causing the Seraph to just be so hilariously bright. I think it's these two, though. Their specular power is really high. Yeah, there we go. Happy. Peppy's here. She's meowing for me. The cats are, they're all here. Peppy. Peppy. Oh, man. I heard you. I heard you, Pep. Look at the Pep. Look at that. Tiny kitty. Hi, Peppy. You can't just sit on my hand. I gotta use that for streaming. Oh, you're so sweet, Peppy. The tiny little skinny, scrawny cat. Testicular torsion. Dude, no. We don't do testicular torsion. Okay, calm down. Boom. Wait, that was not. Wait, what? If I up the power. Oh, it's just. Okay, how do I lower the shine intensity then? For now, curve steepness isn't the one I'm looking for. That just makes it more orange than it does purple. Or more orange than blue. What if I do 0.25 and we get more blue? No, I mean, that kind of is what I expected. I could... I actually do really like it with that orange tint. The orange purple is pretty cool. What I could do is try setting the albedo specular tint in favor of the specular. Or is that albedo? Okay, that's more in favor of the albedo. That's nice. Damn. What about the environmental tint color? Ooh. Pretty cool, man. Something about it, though, feels... It feels a little off. I'm going to try something. I'm not going to tell you what I did, but I want you guys to tell me if it feels more or less Halo 3. Try this one first. Nope. Wait, that was not what I meant to do. So here's where this is... That's pretty sick. And then... Happy. And then, boom. I actually think this looks more Halo. I think this one looks... Because what I'm realizing is that it's like a different bump map style. The new one looks nice and more detailed. Here. But this... Oh, no, sorry, not that one. Damn it. This is the old... We're using the classic bump map, but when I change it to the really nice HD one that Zoe put out, it makes it, like... kind of rounded. Like all the metal becomes kind of rounded. And I do like that, but it just doesn't feel stylistically right. Like maybe I'm too much of a stickler for stylistic style. But I like the first one that Zoe sent. I think it looks good. It keeps the kind of flat metallic sheen that I kind of expect of that. I think this is an improvement, though. This is a major improvement, actually. As much as you really can improve an asset that's this old. I like that it reflects blue facing the sun. That's pretty nice. Stop right there. What if I go back to the tint map that we made? Because I disabled that a little bit ago. Well, yeah, I think it's an improvement. A little bit less colored tint on the brown part. I think it's good, actually. Genuinely, I think this is like a pretty massive improvement. Zoe's textures, the changes to the shaders, the model tweaks. Peak. And then one more change I could theoretically make. You guys got to tell me if it's good or not, though. All right? Because I think it's already good. But if it can be better, let's try it out. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Nah, I think it was better before. What do you guys think? Actually, weirdly enough, it darkened the whole thing, which was not what I expected. I increased the bump now, the intensity. Add the contrail tail that you see in the Reach version. Oh no, this is the classic contrail, the one that was always on there. I should add the Reach one though. The Reach one's nice. Yeah, this is the old one that I wasn't happy with. Yeah, I'll throw that on there. I was thinking about that. I like that trail. I feel like it fits, but the new one probably fits just as well. This takes, wait, it's just bright, it takes lighting. Weird, I don't know what it is. Yeah, here's the Reach one. The Reach one is like much more grounded and gritty. It's just smoke, it's glowing smoke. Glowing, smoky exhaust. Whereas, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, the Halo 2 one, or like the classic one here. Oh, sorry, Peppy, you're so cute. You're so cute. This one's, you're not gonna unsee it once I tell you if you haven't seen it already. But the exhaust on this one is, it's the Scarab top turret trail. Okay, those little bullets that the Scarab top turret shoots. That's what this is. I just edited it slightly. So, if you feel like you've seen this pattern, this effect before, that's why. It doesn't not work? No, I feel like it works decently, actually, but it's kind of cheap. It is edited, to be fair. It's not exactly the same thing. I don't know. I almost don't want to change it. You know what I would want to change more than the Seraph effects and stuff on this? Because, like, I admit it could use some tweaks. What I think it needs is the handling of the new Seraph. I changed the handling on the Seraph pretty substantially, and it feels way better for it. I mean, it has some problems, like you can just stop midair and just, like, spam at somebody. But I feel like that's a pretty huge gain. This one feels way nice. The further back camera is nice too. Yeah, I think it does need probably a better camera. That one needs a better camera, actually. I kind of like the camera it has, but to be honest, you can't aim down with it. Like, you can aim down on this one, which is nice, but you can't with the new one. Green version for allies of the UNSC? That'd be cool. Wait, why is there such an intense blue light? Why is the Seraph light so big? I gotta fix that, man. That looks weird. Seraph Halo 3. Go to the FX. I think it's the running light. What is the max distance? A 6, dude? It should be like 2. Where's the other light on this? I know it's got one. Lens flare, lights, blah blah blah. It should be like 1. Why did I have it at 2? It should be literally 1. Lesson learned: upscaling normal maps is better than upscaling bot maps. Oh, 100%. What the fuck was that? Why did it turn green? I saw this thing turn green. You can't tell me it didn't. I was there. I saw it. just had an idea. You see that trim? One, I want to make it brighter. I think it's Seraph phaser ring. So that's just gonna be brighter, straight up. Double that brightness, see what happens. Nice. Glowier, bloomier, pretty cool. Two, the color, a little bit too green, to be honest. A nicer blue, matches it a little better. Honestly, still a little too green. Better. Better. Go in the shadows and see how that looks. Is it glowy enough? I feel like it could be. What if I upped the glow even further? Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. Can the tan not be gold? Not really, to be honest. It's kind of just a tan shell. I would have to make some pretty major adjustments to the specular map, but no, it would have to basically become its own new texture, and I would have to do some trickery with the model. Theoretically, yes, but also I would have to just like cut the model into so many pieces, and it would be like a very delicate process. Theoretically, yes, but it's a ton of work. This already looks way better, though. Like, I don't know about you guys, but dude, this is crazy how much better it looks to me. And dear God, it's missing so many effects, isn't it? Those purple lens flares, there should be 3 of each of those. And the blue ones, well, the blue ones could stay 1, actually, but there should definitely be 3 of the purple lens flares. I'm not going to stand for that. Also, I got to fix the names. Marker adding time? Marker adding time. Should I add 4 of the blue ones? Oh my god, that normal map was cursed, wasn't it? I didn't realize just how cursed it was. Oh yeah, that other new normal map that Zoe put together looks so much better. That was the old normal map, dude. That was crunchy. Crazy night and day difference. Anyway, do I do? No, I'm gonna do 1 right in the middle. In fact, what is the name of this marker? This is just primary trigger. Yeah, I don't like using spheres. That's primary trigger and secondary trigger. We're just gonna get new markers. Completely new markers. I'm gonna go right there. We're gonna make this a empty single arrow. No, empty plane axes. Hey, kitty cat. How's it going? I lied. We're gonna do the single arrows. Why does it look so different? What am I trying to do? Oh, arrows. This is the one I always use. So we're going to do that. We're going to rotate it. Actually, we're not going to rotate it yet. I'm going to call this primary trigger. Now, primary trigger... No, add the multiple. I mean, I feel like it's a lot to do for the blue, you know? Like, I'm going to do multiple. Well, okay. I'll do multiple. But regardless, I gotta like make the primary triggers again. So primary and secondary triggers. So I will take this. We're gonna parent it to the bone, as all markers need to be. Then we're gonna set its custom name primary trigger. So this is actually where the bolts are gonna come from. This is not for effects. This is for the... Alright, so we got 2 of those. And we're going to do secondary trigger, where this gets moved down. And let's move it around a little, like there. And then that secondary trigger. Then we'll duplicate it on the y-axis over here. Now we got primary and secondary, so that's where our bullets are coming from. Now is where the effects come in. So I guess I will do 4 lights up here and 3 lights down low. So I'll put a marker there. Right there. We're going to duplicate this and move selection to the cursor. If I look at this from above, that is roughly 30 degrees. Okay, so we're going to do RZ minus 30. So we can say pretty comfortably that when Bungie modeled this, these cannons were offset by 30 degrees. So many lights that row up and is blinding your enemies. I know, I'm going to have to tweak the lens flares pretty substantially. I don't know if this is like taxing on the system at all. I don't think it is, but I mean, it'll be interesting. Blur Seraph lights. I'm gonna be reworking them. So anyway, this is gonna be FX secondary, and that's gonna be the name of this overall. And then we're going to put a little thing there, duplicate, and then selection of cursor, duplicate again, selection of cursor. Do the same thing over here. Boom, duplicate, selection of cursor. But this one we're gonna do 60-degree rotation, so now it's positive 30 total. Duplicate that. Selection of cursor, duplicate that. Selection of cursor. So hopefully those are centered and look good. We've got all the effects now. This is Halo 2, would overload the lighting engine. To be fair, lens flares are just sprites, basically. They, in theory, are really cheap. This is FX primary now. And then, yeah, so FX primary. This is where our primary lights are going to go. There's going to be even more. I don't know if it's a good idea. Maybe on the top, I'll just do one really big bright one, and the bottom will be the triple. I have no idea if there's a lens flare limit in Halo 3, so I don't know if I want to go over that, but I'm going to start by going here, and then doing selection of cursor, duplicating it, going here, and then selection of cursor, and then we give it that positive 30-degree rotation. Theoretically, that's good. I don't know what FX front lights is used for. I think these are from Halo CE originally, and they're, or Halo 2 or whatever. They don't seem to have anything that they do. So I think all is good. I can just export this. Is that Halo 2 or Halo 2 Anniversary? This is Halo 2. Classic, but like upscaled majorly. We'll give that a try. Re-import that render model. And so even though this is not Anniversary, with the help of some nice shaders, custom masks, and Zoe's AI upscaler, I'm gonna be real, this looks good. This looks really dang good. The FX disabled, but maybe they'll... There we go, re-enable it. Now then, for the lens flares that we have on this thing, I gotta go through and give them new markers so that they can readjust. The same damn model, but prettier. Exactly. I should also mention that I did spend a ton of time upscaling the model pretty substantially, which helps also quite a bit. Very tempted to mark this area as sharp here. Very, very tempted. You know what? I am going to mark that sharp. I think it's weird that it's not marked sharp. The real question is if I mark the inside as sharp. No, I don't mark the inside as sharp. Well, I can mark this. Do I mark that as sharp? Alright, I'm getting caught up in the details here, but they are important to me. Yeah, I'm going to make sure these are all marked as sharp on the outside, but I'm not going to mark them as sharp on the inside. Let's try that. I think that'll make it look a little bit nicer from the front, which is realistically what you're going to be seeing of the Seraph like 99% of the time. I just separated stuff in Photoshop and pressed a button. And pressed a button. Rejected it all work. I mean, you're helping. I didn't put these textures together. My AI upscaling method is just a website that I throw textures into, so. Oh yeah, that actually helped quite a bit to make the guns look more separate. Nice. That's good. That's good. That's an improvement. I'm working hard. Today, yeah. I'm putting in the work today. Last 4 days I've been sick and really haven't done anything. Yeah, that's good. This actually makes me like the Seraph so much more, dude. With this one, I was like, dude, it's actually just objectively worse in every way than the Reach one now. Now I feel like it stands a better chance of holding its own. Genuinely. Should give it its retro sound as a horn. I don't think this has a retro sound, does it? There's no real sound for this in any of the games, as far as I know. So I'm using the Reach sounds for it. Oh, right, the lens flares. Almost got distracted. I spent a bunch of time on this just a second ago. So the top lights are going to go to FX primary, and then the bottom lights go to FX secondary. Let's see how these work. Secondary. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I mean, the bottom ones are definitely too bright and too big. I gotta shrink them. And I think the top ones are too small. So let's reverse those. So bottom lights, and then top lights. The top ones are too dark, too small. I think the bottom ones need to use flares generic too. And the top one needs to use large flare. So that makes the top one look nicer. And then the bottom lights. Well, soft point. Ooh. Dude, I like that. That's pretty good. The triple lights on there? That's cool. It's a good look for it. Maybe a little too soft, though. Maybe I can get a sharper point. Whoa, no, not that. Or that. We could try the 8-point star. Dear God! No, okay, I'm gonna go back to, I like the soft point. That was nice. Actually, what about that? Simple flare. Hey, that's pretty good. It's just, you know, it's nice. It's simple. Little lens flare. Good. I fuck with it. Yo, Etu Knight, good to see you. Thank you for the tenor. Right in the tip jar. I really appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. It means a lot. It's definitely a biased opinion, but damn does everything just look freaking great in Halo 3. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. They nailed the art style and then bright as fuck lens flares and somewhat vibrant colors. It was just a good time to game. I know. See, normally I would be like so... Excuse me. Normally I'd be so off-put by like really bright lens flares and feel like they're cheap and cheesy, but that was a lot of Halo 3's art style and charm, was those bright lens flares. Like, they're loud. They're loud as fuck. But I like it. I think it's cool. Okay, brightness curve as well needs to go 0 to 1 on this thing. I just realized neither of these have a brightness curve for when they turn off or on. Now when you actually turn this thing on and off, you'll see the flares kind of do their little flare thingy. Now time for the Halo 2 shade. I would like to, actually. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's good. Okay, before anything else, because we're not done yet. I know you'd like us to be done, but we're not done yet. There is another thing that needs to happen here, which is improvements to the engine. I hate to say it, but the engine effects are sorely lacking. It's a single lens flare and a pretty mediocre contrail that I'm honestly not happy with. And I think it could be a lot better. Let's do it. It's funny because like a month from Jackson's gonna look at Halo 2 scare and be like, Zoe, send me some tech. I thought about that earlier, but once again I was like, no, I can't look at it right now because I'm gonna get super distracted again. And I know that's the same thing I said last time, but it's true. Anything relating to the Halo 2 Scarab sidetracks me so hard, and I start like pizzing out, dude. It's not good. Or it's really good, depending on if you're me and you really want to work on Scarab stuff. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I love it. I love like just getting so deep into it. Dude, my hyperfixation goes crazy. All right, so we have the engine light lens flare here. And the engine running effect. Engine running effect. Dude, I know that it's kind of like fun and cool to have like this blue, glowy, ethereal bit on the engine here, but I want to try swapping it out to the Reach Seraph contrail. I think that has a chance of looking really, really good. Oh, also the light volume. I just realized. The light volume's like gone. But imagine a Scarab with 6 legs like a real bug. Cool or cursed? Definitely cursed. Able to sort that seam in the middle is driving me nuts. I wish. It's also driving me nuts. It's, here, let me jump. Oh, wait. I just realized the red really pops now. I don't know why it's green there, but the red is popping like crazy. What's the thing from underneath? Dang, you can really see the red. Is that the environmental tint that I'm seeing there that's like so blue and strong? Is that why it looks so nice and blue? That's gotta be it. Also because it's clashing with the red so hard. Oh man, I really don't want to, but I also really do. The metal. It's really bothering me that the metal is just like the exact... Oh, dude, the metal. All the metal. I just want to... The specular mask. I just want to, like... dude, just let... yeah. New texture. What does the mask look like right now? Okay. It's bothering me that the metal is the exact same shine level and everything as the rest of the bottom here. I think what I should do is make the metal either less shiny, either make the red part less shiny, or I make the metal part less shiny. No, you know what? I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna touch it. That's not worth all the effort. Nobody's really gonna see the bottom up close and in too much detail anyway. I think it's fine. That said, I do like that the red pops now. You can actually see it. I wonder what it looks like from below. It definitely, like, you can see that. That's cool. It's very cool. Yeah, no, I think that's good. Make it my job to land on people with the Seraph now. Relax. Calm down. I like it. Seraph bombs always felt weak. I feel like the firing sound is weak, the visuals are weak, the damage is weak, and they should totally be like way better. I didn't put very much effort into them. I actually remember I was experiencing major burnout when I was doing the Seraph and doing its bombs. So I just kind of didn't put very much effort into them. Good news, I'm not feeling burned out. I did nothing but be sick and gross and depressed for the past 4 days, so my any burnout that I might have had has now completely gone wild in the opposite direction. Anyway, the contrail system that I was running was engine running for the Seraph H3, so we're going to go to the Reach one really quickly, grab the engine running contrail there, and see if it matches this style at all. Why did the... Yeah, I mean... The annoying floatiness of this thing's physics are making it look a little bit worse, but I do think it looks good. What do you guys think? I think it's better. Okay, I'm gonna try something. It's gonna be kind of hard for you guys to judge. But as much as I like the Seraph in the way that it feels floaty and kind of like a UFO, I'd be lying if I told you that I didn't think the flight path, excuse me, the flight's physics of the new Reach Seraph that I didn't feel like literally 10 times better. Like, look at the way this turns. If it helps you get a feel for it, look at the contrail, okay? When I fly, and then I make a turn, it takes quite a while to cancel out the velocity from the other direction. It's very, like, anti-gravity floaty, which I liked, right? Because that makes it feel... That makes it feel kind of like a UFO, but it also makes it feel kind of annoying to fly. Like, if you try to do a 180 turn, like, you are stuck for a minute there trying to get that turn around. If you've ever played and flown the Seraph, it's kind of annoying. You kind of feel like you don't have that much control over the vehicle itself. And while that's cool and, like, it's snappy when it turns, is what you mean? Yes, and also it's just way snappier in general. So I'm going to try it out with the Reach Seraphs. Tail should remain between the... Tail should remain between the back spikes as much as possible. Oh, trail. Yeah, this will also help with that. The physics for this will make that way more in line. Okay, so 35, maximum left turn. Wait, no, wrong one. I guess I could make it turn more too. Let's up the turn, why not? 15-0, so the speed acceleration goes way up. The slide acceleration is 0. You just do not slide in this thing at all. And it also negates slide basically immediately. And I think... Oh, cruising throttle is raised up. And the off-stick acceleration is raised up. And that leaves it hopefully feeling a lot better. Let's see. So you accelerate really quickly. And you decelerate pretty quickly. Turning is like basically instant. It feels much more like a fighter craft now. The increased turning definitely helps with that. Why no Reach Seraph model? It's right there. We're improving and have done major improvements to the Halo 3 Seraph though. Yeah, this makes the flight physics of the Seraph feel like way better. Much nicer to control. Just a massive improvement overall. No Lich destruction is only Seraph. We're about to get to the Lich destruction, I promise. Dude, I would kill. I would kill for the opportunity to bake the lighting on this thing. It drives me crazy every day that I look at it, and there's just no shadows or shading between any of the tubes. I would do things. I would do horrible things if I could just bake lighting on the Lich. Can you add a plasma drip effect to the engine, sort of like a Scarab's beam? Can you fake AO on it? No. I wish. There's no meaningful way I know of to fake AO on this thing, sadly. I know of like one method, but it's really, really hard to do, and also probably would not look nearly as good as you would think it would, and it would possibly cause some major artifacting. So realistically, no. Halo 3 just can't handle a model as dense and complex as this, sadly. Unfortunately. That said, there's one thing we can do with the Lich. We can blow it up. Shout out massively improved Seraph, though. Shout out Zoe for the help, because it actually is quite a bit better, thanks in no small part to their improved textures. It's still a lot more boring in design than the Reach one, but it's majorly improved. And the Reach one's still sexy as hell. That has not changed. Wait a minute, send me the Lich textures? I mean, the Lich doesn't really have too many textures, it's just a bunch of tiled hexagons. Skaboodly, I know what you're thinking, but just the way the model is made, period, it's just not possible. It's all just a bunch of tiled textures. There is no UV map to bake shadows onto. There's no UV map. Why? Why? There's only like a handful of dedicated textures that have dedicated UVs on this thing. Most of it's just tiled UV flat. What about the outside? Aren't those normal maps? The main shell, yeah, the main shell has normal maps. The tubes, they, I believe, just share textures for the most part, but they also, yeah, they've got some stuff. Here, I'll send you it. I'll happily send you the textures. Wait, what is this? All right, where's the Skaboodle? Did you change your profile picture, or have we just like not talked in forever? Where are? Oh, there you are. That's weird. All right, data folder on the Lich. Actually, you guys get to suffer with me. I changed my mind. We're looking for the Lich's bitmaps. These are the bitmaps. Here's the Halo 5 ones as well. I mean, I can just send. I don't know what you want necessarily, Scooby-Doo, but I'll send them all your way. It's a mess, dude. And the Lich is a total mess. Peppy, hi, Peppy girl. How you doing? Hey. You haven't tried to cuddle all day today. You're so busy. You're so busy all the time, little one. You're so busy, Peppy. My goodness. Whole business kitty. I am sending you Lich textures, Mr. Skaboodly Doodle. Whoa. Oh, you're so sweet, Peppy. You're so sweet, Mr. Peppy. I am appreciating you. Yes, I'm appreciating you. You can't tell me that's just not the cutest thing you've ever seen. El gato, gatito. Must see Kitty in full. This is the best view you're gonna get. She loves this. I don't know if you can see her little paw occasionally doing like a little kneading motion. She's baking some biscuits, but she at least once or twice a day comes up to me and requires that I pick her up. She literally does the uppies motion. She puts her paws up onto my chest, looks at me in the eyes, because she knows if she does that, I'm gonna pick her up, I'm gonna scoop her up in my arms like this, And she's gonna fall asleep, just like this. And I want to do this for the next hour. My instincts are like, this is your child. Hold her, care for her. But unfortunately, I'm streaming, and me holding her does not make Lich destruction physics. I wish it did, but it don't. It do not fart. I'm gonna put you down. You stay there in my lap, little kid. I know. You be cute right there. You can be cute right there, right? That's fine. See? It's fine. She's fine. Alright. Make mod good now. We are making we make the mod good now. Yeah. Alright, we turn on dynamic topology. We got the y-axis symmetry. Oh, that's it, baby. That's it. Let's do a little sculpting. Yeah. Yeah, look at that, man. That's pretty good. Okay, this one's gonna be a little tricky. I reduced the I increased the resolution of the little blobby mesh that I'm using here for the bridge part on the with the hopes, the intention of making it a little bit more believable and a little bit more realistic. Kind of tricky though, so I'm really gonna try my best here. The name of the game here is reduce the size of the destroyed bit as much as possible while still making it look good. So, a little bit tricky. I think that's decent. A little blocky, but nah, nobody's ever gonna notice. This is a big piece of debris that's just gonna fall from the sky. And you're gonna be like, ah, what the heck? Whoa. She can't sleep in lap. Oh yeah, no, she is now. She doesn't like it. She would much rather to be sleeping in my arms. I was at the vet. Everyone, I took her to the vet the other day, and everyone was like, "Oh, she's so cute. She loves you so much." And I was like, "I know," because she kept like just going in my lap and then just like looking up at me and being like, "Oh, oh." All right, so we're gonna add another icosphere. I do need to set this pretty precisely on this axis, though. All right, there we go. We begin. So basically, this is not a complicated process. I'm going to... You know what? Actually, this doesn't need to be a separate object because the back is going to be a separate piece. I'm gonna throw some right here. I just realized these wings also need... They also need that. Yeah, I'm gonna throw an icosphere here, right there. Yeah, I'm gonna throw the icosphere there. Go boom, boom, and then we sculpt dynamically, topologically. That I just like my brain short-circuited a little bit there. All right, so we do a little bit of that, Very good, very good. I should probably go back, now that I'm thinking about it, I should probably go back to the main part I did up here and add a little bit more detail to it, because I increased the detail level of all this sculpting bit I'm doing here. And the top of it was really low poly, because I thought I needed it to be, but I thought I needed to be low poly, but it didn't. I was just wrong. I'm gonna shrink this inside the mesh as much as I can. And then I'll pull it out. So, oh my goodness. So now I'll pull it out a little like that, and that. And that, and that. And then I'll really try to reduce the footprint on the inside as much as I can here. That looks good. That looks like a little cover cap of destruction that could pass. Yeah, I'm gonna go back through this a little bit, give it some love. Already a better destruction model than Infinite Phantoms. Dude, they don't... Oh, I get the joke. They don't have destruction models. Good one. Good one. I see what you did there. I see. It is really a shame that there's... I get it, dude. As a Halo modder, I know I'm working with, like, way simpler geometry and stuff, okay? So I don't really have that much of a right to be complaining. But I do get... I don't know if it's... I don't know what the exact reason is that Infinite had really shitty to no models, destruction models, like at all. But it sucks, okay? If the reason had at all to do with the fact that, like, it was just really hard to make a bunch of destruction physics, that there was, like, if you were going to cut something for time, just like I have done many times, even in my own just mods, it would be destruction. 100%. 100%. Destruction is, like, very extra. If you can just make it disappear, nobody is ever the wiser, and you're rushed, you're gonna do it. And most people are not gonna give a shit. Halo fans, on the other hand, they will watch. We're so spoiled, dude, by the amazing destruction that Bungie gave us with the Halo 3 Phantoms and vehicles, dude. Oh my god. That is not... Particle effects are also garbage. That is true. Okay. Well, okay. I don't want to shit on whoever did the particle effects for, like, Halo 4, for example. I mean, I will, because they look like ass. But the reason they look like ass could very well be just because they were really constrained on resources, and they just, like, didn't have any choice. Which, I'm gonna be honest... That should not be what happens. Particle effects are one of the... I mean, they're taxing, for sure, but they're definitely one of the less taxing things that you should be worrying about. Like, yes... I don't know, dude. Particle effects just are not that taxing. You don't... The entire art of making, like, good particles is making them look good in a resource-efficient way. And with peace and love, Halo 4 low-key kind of failed at that. It's not bad. Okay, it's a little bad. I'm really trying to defend it. It's just I just keep seeing the Lich in my head, the Lich explosion from Halo 4, just replaying over and over, and I'm just, ooh, oh god, what is that? Well, what am I imagining right now? That's dreadful. And the phantom explosions, but not ideal. I'm gonna be honest, not ideal. Okay, that looks a lot better. I'm gonna add a little bit more shape and structure to these burned parts by kind of throwing down some sharp edges right here, and then I'll try to pull that down as much as I realistically can. Pretty crunchy, but hey, it'll get the job done, and most people I don't think are gonna give a shit. That makes it look a bit more like a cut, having the flat edge there. It's a lot more inspired than the low poly blob that you really couldn't discern much detail at all from that I had before, so I like it. I think that's pretty cool. Also, I don't know how you guys feel about this. I'm curious to know what you think. For this, the explosion's not gonna be like a straight big explosion. It's actually gonna go up and down. I mean, it's gonna go out a bit, but it's gonna be like an explosion, like shooting out the top and bottom of it. That's gonna eviscerate it, like, quite intensely. That sounds badass. It's really badass in my head. Like, the image that I've been imagining of this destruction for a while is super badass. Whether I can make it as badass as I'm imagining it in my head is definitely up for debate still, but I feel pretty confident right now that it's gonna look sick. I'm really, really excited. I want to do this thing justice. I felt so let down, dude. Halo 4's destruction let me down like crazy. It's 2024. We got all the resources we could ever want, computationally speaking, for me to just go crazy with this. And that's exactly what I intend to do. Is that not what modding is all about? It's years after the game's initial life cycle. Computing power has accelerated substantially since its initial release. And you get to sit there and go, yeah, I'm gonna make this thing look fucking crazy, man. Take some cues from the Scarab? Oh yeah, 100%. Something that 343 Industries didn't do. Fine. I'm not a 343 hater. I'm a Halo 4 hater. It's very different. Okay? I actually like Halo Infinite quite a bit. It's a good game, and they should be very proud of it. But Halo 4, on the other hand, I would not share that same sentiment. I won't lie. Pretty fucking rough. I'm not angry at 343. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, dude, I can't hate on 343, dude. They gave us Halo Infinite. I liked Halo Infinite a lot. Halo Infinite was the tits. About a fully uncut Halo 4. I can see an uncut Halo 4 being pretty rad. I would like that a lot. Nintaku, thanks so much for the 5! Into the tip jar, no less. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So perhaps some of the molten metal could drip downwards, could look cool. You know, that's a good idea. I've been thinking a lot about how the particles on the destruction for this are going to work. And, it's been challenging, to be sure. The reason it's challenging is because... And I could do... Oh, Peppy. Oh, Peppy! Sit in my lap, Miss Pep. Won't you just sit in my lap? And not press every button on my keyboard? Surely. Yeah, so I think it's a good idea. I like it. I would like to do that as well. Happy. It's late. Or you can't sleep. I'm gonna move you. Okay, you can take up the mouse pad real estate. How about I move this, and then I move you a little, and then I have mouse pad space. Dude, I'm min-maxing Peppy happiness and mouse pad space. Look at that. Under the ideal location right there. It'd be working. It's good. Halo 3 flood zone, crashed ship parts. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of debris just raining down. It's gonna be... Basically what I'm gonna do to start with is it's gonna have the Halo 3 Scarab explosion as a base. Then I'm gonna force most of the effects of that explosion up and down. A little bit outward still, but mostly up and down, so we get that linear kind of tube explosion that's gonna split this thing down the middle. And then, obviously there needs to be effects on the actual Lich itself, particle-wise, smoke, sparks, fire, so maybe some molten slag metal, like... Who was it that suggested it? My 5-second memory just forgot. Was it Nintaku? It was Nintaku. Yeah, so that's kind of how I'm envisioning this. Big blue, just like literally the Scarab explosion, but up and down, really bright, blinds you, and then this thing is just two pieces falling away. Is it possible to do multi-stage vehicle explosions in Halo 3, right? Yes, 100%. It is totally possible. The only real challenge for that is just making it happen. In the same way that when you can shoot a Warthog's hood, it changes the model to a different one, you could do all kinds of stuff in relation to that. For example, you could have an entire section of your vehicle disappear, and then it could spawn in a destroyed version that's separated, and then you're still flying it, and then it spawns in like another part disappears and then falls off, and then the main part explodes. Like, you can absolutely do that, and you can even script it to occur in that way if you're clever enough. Even in multiplayer, it could be possible. It's just, can you pull it off? And do you care enough to put in that much effort and detail? The only person I know who really does that is Skaboodly, to be honest. I don't know if he's done that exact situation, but he puts in that effort, and he goes crazy with it. With all of his destruction states, they're so detailed. If you've seen any of Skaboodly's Halo Wars vehicles, it's ridiculous. Okay, so I'm doing the basic shape right now of this part here. So that is the bottom. I'm going to extrude upwards a little bit for the wall here. And then I'm going to pull it out and up to fill in this part here. Okay, so that's filled out. So now it's just this top bit here. Pull that up. This is going to be interesting. There's this giant, enormous, empty space here. If only you could get proper vehicle transport to work. God, I know. Okay, so hear me out, actually. As far as vehicle transport goes, I don't know if it's possible to view scripts for Halo CE maps, but in Halo CE, in Custom Edition, actually, not just CE, in Custom Edition, there is Cold Snap, which is a map that, you know, I'm a Custom Edition fan. I love Cold Snap. Anyone who played it knows that map, and it's been heavily requested on here. But Cold Snap has pelicans in multiplayer. I don't know if they sync, but they probably do. That you can use to, like, pick up warthogs. And I remember being a little kid and showing it to my brother, and he thought it was fucking awesome, just like I did. And I vaguely recall, like, picking up the pelicans, or picking up warthogs in the pelicans. They were scripted to work on the pads. That's right. Oh, it was the pad. Yeah, I need to look at the scripts to see how they did that. Because I don't know how they did that. And I want to do that. I need to know if it syncs. I want to know, like, the method they used, if it's, like, a method I've thought of, what the restrictions are, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so we delete faces, like those edges, fill. No. Bridge edge loops. Nice. That's a lot of time saved right there. All right, very cool, very cool, very cool. Now we go back to sculpting. Add a little bit of detail into there. On the opposite end too. Okay. I really should make this one-sided, but I'm lazy and I'm not going to. So I won't. Okay, let's keep pulling this over and pulling it over and pulling it and then pulling it. Keep on going. Not asking a whole lot of you here. Mesh. You could just please. You know, I'm just gonna pull it to the center out here. 1, 2, 2, delete faces, bridge edge loops. Excuse me. Sculpt into it. All right, cool. And then I just need to drag it over a little. Oh, I'm not on dynamic topology. Whoops. There we go. Okay, now I need to drag it over like so. God, I'm sorry for the sniffles, you guys. I hope it doesn't make it, like, difficult to listen. I do have whatever the light COVID is. I got COVID light. It's positive for COVID, but it's like not killing me. It's like shitty cold symptoms, but like a little worse. I do apologize for that. Yeah, it's diet COVID. It tests positive on the tests, but the symptoms are not nearly as bad as actual COVID. So I am quarantined into my home. Because my roommate got this, and she had it way worse than I did. What can I say, though? I'm just built differently. It's not personal. My immune system is simply superior. Alright, that looks fine. Now I'm just gonna try like reducing the footprint of this a bit. Sculpting into it, doing that flattening effect that looked pretty good on the other side. I didn't even fully complete this up here. A little bit sticking out the edge there. Do a little bit of that. A little bit there. As long as it just doesn't look too blobby. I don't want people to look at this and be like, that's a shit-ass model. That's a poo-poo butt-ass. That would make me sad if somebody looked at this and thought that. And admittedly, this method that I'm using, I'm gonna be so real with you guys. This is cheap as shit. This method I'm using is so cheap. Do not, if you're ever like working on a project and you're like, you know what? I think I'm gonna do that method Rejected did, where he attached fucking Play-Doh onto the edge of his model. Please don't do that. Please don't tell anybody that it was me, that I had anything to do with this. I don't want anyone to know. Don't let them know about my shame. Where the fuck? Why is every single object on this thing expanded? How does that even happen? Dude, what? I am not going through all that. Yo, Garethos, good to see you. You said, what's up? It's been a while. I was moving to Houston. Yeah, it has been a while. It's good to see you, though. Hope your move went smoothly. Moving sucks. Sorry, I'm not trying to state the obvious, but shit is stressful, man. Hopefully it went well, though. And thank you for the 2. Appreciate it. We're doing Lich stuff today. Halo video game Lich stuff, even. I think that looks alright. That's decent. Alright, hear me out. Theoretically, it's game ready. Because this is not a detailed mesh. This is not a mesh where you look at it and you're like, yeah, wow, incredible detail, intricate, oh, no way. This is like, it looks kind of like ass because it's literally molten burnt shit. Period. Oh, dude, this is gonna look so cool, and it's made of like glowing metal. I gotta give it UVs though. We gotta give it materials, so I'm gonna join these together. What is it? Oh, this is the cylinder that. So that's pretty cool to see like the molten slag against the giant cylinder that made the cut through it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. I'm excited to see this. Me too. Me too. So, but this is not going to be attached to the main Lich necessarily. What it's going to be is a separate object. So this is going to be one separate object, and the back one's going to be another separate object. So I'm going to actually save this to Lich Destroyed 3. And so in order to like reduce this, I'm not going to attach any destroyed models to the existing Lich model because honestly, it's just going to be really expensive to do that. It's already an insanely dense model. Although, God, I hate to say it, I actually could do it. No, I couldn't. The model's too complex, and split into too many pieces. How much texture can you yeet from the destroyed scarab and phantom bits? If I really wanted to, I could make this look a lot better. Destroyed scarabs and phantoms have like little bits of frayed metal sticking out. They have custom destroyed versions of their textures that they can slap on. They have like paneling they can rip up. I don't know if I want to put all that much work into it. I would like to add some burn marks and scorch marks around this, but we'll at least do this basic version of it, get this basic version in, and see how that looks. That said, since this is a destroyed Lich model, there's a couple things that are kind of important to have on it. First and foremost, let me select all of this. How many vertices do we have on the front piece? Minus the slag. The front piece has 53k verts. Okay. That's okay then. The back piece has 9,000 verts. So the back piece could be easily imported. No problem. Alright. In that case, let's add some textures. Well, materials first. So this is going to be a new material we're going to call Lich Slag. And then I do need to do some UV mapping for it, which I am sorry for ahead of time. This is not going to be the most entertaining part. I basically just need to draw a line through all the edges all the way up this thing. Ideally, like this. And if I do this correctly, it'll just be a big old seam. UV unwrapping always sucks ass, I know. I wish there was a better way to do this. I have UV unwrap, or I have UV tool add-ons that are actually very beneficial and very helpful, but other than actually selecting individual edges or having a model that has really good pre-set up topology that you can auto-select the edges on, I don't know of any solution to making quicker edges. Like, I only could think of an AI. Like, if somebody makes an AI add-on for Blender that can, like, look at your topology, look at all the edges, and be like, this is the kind of edge select that I want to do for my UV unwrap. The AI could be like, UV unwrapping sucks. Let me help you with that. Like a little clippy. Give me a little AI chat GPT clippy that just does this part for me, dude. This is so annoying. Unless you're making like a 3D model for a professional setting, I want an AI that looks at this and is like, oh, you're doing the worst part of 3D modeling? What's that? This is the worst part and you hate your life right now? Not to worry, I was designed by literally Jesus, because who else would design such a holy idea? Let me descend from the heavens and grant you the solution to all your problems. I'm back. What up, Six? Kind of looks like that foamy stuff Dentist used. Look, I promise that if this goes how it's supposed to, keyword supposed to, it'll actually look cool. It won't look like dentist foam. You have to trust the process, which admittedly, god damn it. Admittedly, this is an unproven process, and I'm trying this for the first time. But hey. That's it. That's the end of the sentence. It could look good, though. Could look good. Alright, so there's that. I'll try to pull it back a little. You know? If the UV seam is out of the way, that's a pretty large W. Sizable W. This music is way too epic for me doing the UV unwrapping part of this. Like, I'm here for it because I love the soundtrack, but like, this is not UV editing music, dude. Oh, I'm nearing the finale. I've almost finished this part. No way. I marked all my seams. Incredible! Okay, let's see. Does it unwrap right? Did I successfully do that? Yeah, look at that. Split right in half. It's exactly how I was hoping it would look. Got a front and a back face. Worked out. Now we just got to do one more time. On a slightly bigger one. Excuse me. Little line through here. I wish there was just anything more I could do here than selecting a shit ton of these edges. I want to be able to look at you guys in chat even for a split second, but I don't think I can pull my eyes away. They're so dry, dude. My eyes are like, it's the Sahara Desert. It's like my eyes are literally in the vacuum of space. All the moisture has just boiled off. Because if I look away, if I blink, it's over, dude. I lose. Is there hockey to select multiple linked edges at once? Control click? Yeah, or it's I do Alt. I think Alt might be the one you're thinking of. Okay, pick shortest path. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really help here because this is retopology or dynamic topology, so it's just a mess of triangles. And I'm not remeshing it at all. Probably should, to be honest, but I don't know. I kind of like it like this. It's pretty okay like this. And honestly, even using quad remeshing to like redo the entire topology of it, it generally doesn't help all that much. It does help a little. I won't lie. It does help a little. Well, listen, if I'm being honest, I'm just way too deep into this already to quad remesh it at this point and see if it helps at all, because I'm already here, man. I've already done all the UVs. I'm not doing this shit again, even with quad remesh. I don't care if it's 5 times faster. That means I still have to do it again. What is your opinion on grilled cheese? I need to know for science. Great question. So glad you asked. Fire. Straight fire. Grilled cheese. Get a Capri Sun. Get some chocolate milk. That is what men eat. And that is what men drink. Some people are like, oh, serve me a beer or a malt liquor and a nice steak. Wrong. It's a Capri Sun and a grilled cheese sandwich. Anyone who disagrees is just wrong. They're one of those non-alpha males, if you catch my drift. Unable to enjoy peak male food and drink. And yes, it is gendered. It's only for boys, not for girls. Okay? Don't get it twisted. Capri Sun and grilled cheese is a boy food. A boy dinner. Okay? I made smoked cheddar mac and cheese and it was fire. Oh, that sounds so fucking good. I'm like a sharp cheddar enjoyer. Unless it's like a taco where I want to put like a mixed shredded cheese blend. Sharp cheddar on everything, dude. Definitely because my dad like put sharp cheddar on everything, and I'm like a sucker for it. Every time I have a sharp cheddar cheese now, I'm just, oh, so good. Extra sharp? I don't think I've ever even had extra sharp, actually. Dude, I don't know if you guys just watched me mark that seam in real time. Instead of waiting till the end, my little kitty Peppy just like... She like leaned back and I saw her head brush against the keyboard and I was like, I don't know what key she's about to press. I gotta panic, save, mark them. Don't let her undo all my work. I refuse to do this again. Oh god, she did it again. Yeah, the way I feel about sharp cheddar cheese now is it's just like, I like look down on people who eat regular cheddar. I'm like, oh, what, it's not sharp? It doesn't have any flavor, you sick, basic human being. Regular cheddar cheese? What are you, 5 years old? Get with the times, have some culture, get the sharp cheddar. Regular cheddar, that's not even real cheese. You might as well just buy some cheese spread. You might as well get some cheese out of a can. What is that? Non-sharp cheddar, regular cheddar? That's not even real food. Dude, I feel like I'm an Italian. My sister-in-law is full-blooded Italian, and she just like, she scoffs and looks down on so much food. I don't blame her, dude. Some of that stuff is disgusting. She's absolutely real for that. Ouch. Yeah, that's right. You make your grilled cheese with regular cheddar and you like it. You're not allowed to enjoy things. I'm not gonna let you enjoy that. Don't even think about it. You're a regular cheddar, you freak. This is the worst hill to die on. Somebody in chat right now is like, I only eat cheddar cheese. They're gonna think I'm dead serious. The rejected shotgun hates me. He hates cheese. Actually, though, I put sharp cheddar in like 80% of the food I eat. I'm not even joking. It's actually, I'm gonna like die of a heart attack or something. Also, I swear to God, dude, I swear to God, I grew up lactose intolerant. I would have crippling, horrible stomach aches after drinking milk. But I just tank like fucking pounds of cheese a week. Boom! Oh yeah, baby, look at those UV unwraps. God damn. It's pretty good. Pretty good right there. I like that. That's pretty good. Now, we gotta simplify the Lich, okay? We gotta simplify this thing, which means we're getting rid of all the extra markers. We don't need any of the markers. We gotta... There's no reason, really, to have the bone structure, to be honest. I'd probably make the fins separate objects. I don't know if that's worth it. But I could make the fins fall off. That's kind of cool. I can drink a pint or two of milk in 5 minutes. I'm gonna say something that's gonna upset some people, okay? But it's gotta be said. Regular milk, just like regular ass milk, is gross. I'm actually now of the opinion that all milk is gross, including almond. Like, I like almond milk. That's the milk I'm on right now. But dude, regular fucking cow's milk of any kind is slimy. Leaves a film on the back of your throat. It's nasty. It makes you have to clear your throat like 10 times after you drink it. You get all phlegmy and weird. It's gross, dude. It just like gets all up in there. It's like you drink it and then like you're clearing your throat for the next like hour, dude. It like leaves me be outside. We're gonna have words. But like, I'm not wrong. Like, you can't drink milk regularly and tell me that I'm not speaking the truth, okay? Because I used to drink milk every single day of my childhood. I don't know, those problems, you're just born differently? No, I think you're just so used to it, you don't realize it. There's no way, because everyone drinks milk and then it like gets phlegmy in your throat and you have to be like and then you talk weird sometimes after you drink milk because of that. So I drink, if I'm going to drink milk, I wish I liked milk. I wish I liked milk still, because almond milk is basically just like fucking like vegetable oils with flavor, and that's disgusting, dude. I'm pretty sure that like almond milk is like has a lot of like vegetably oiled stuff in it, and that's disgusting. Did you guys know Coffee Mate creamer is primarily vegetable oil? What the fuck? That's disgusting. And I drink that like, I drink oat milk every day now, but Coffee Mate creamer is primarily vegetable oil. That's disgusting. When I found that out, dude, I was like permanently disturbed for life. Good dairy's your mama, diddy. Relax. Who hurt you? All right. I spent enough time ranting about milk and staring at this. Let's separate these things out into different pieces. Almond milk is essentially emulsified almonds, but it's not. I mean, it is, but also it's not. Fuck, I just realized I have multiple different types of engines on the liches. That's annoying. Ranting about how wrong you are. Dude, I drank I literally drank multiple glasses of milk every day, dude. My poor mom was out there. I can't even recall if she ever said anything. How'd you do the blobby metal? I just sculpted it. I just sculpted and stretched it out. I'm hoping it looks decent. It's really messy, but I UV'd it. I hope that just slapping a texture onto it makes it look good. Your audience are still kids that eat cereal for dinner or stop, bro. Dude, I actually started buying cereal again recently. With almond milk, of course. Yo, Darksteel, thanks for the $2 tip. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Said I'm breaking my dono silence because you need to be called out on this question. If you don't drink milk, what do you eat cereal with? Dude, it's almond milk. Currently almond milk. Yeah, add some pipes and metal mesh sticking out and it'll look great. Oh, good point. Good point. Yeah, I'll do that for sure. I'll add some little pipes and things, and maybe I'll add some like frayed edges. I just need to see if this as a basis even looks good in game, because it might not. It might look terrible. That's what I'm afraid of. I haven't ate cereal in 20 years. I started eating again, and you know what? It's nice. It's very filling. It's good for breakfast when I'm feeling lazy as shit and I don't want to do anything. All right, this is gonna be Lich Slag Front. This is Lich Slag Rear. And it's gonna have the region default Lich Slag. Also default Lich Slag. All right, there we go. So now that I've got those in place, I need to parent them. Dude, I don't know how. Can I like switch so I don't have to see these anymore? That Blender unexpand all objects. Oh, thank God. That was gonna drive me crazy. All right, so flag. I go all the way up here. What am I doing? We're gonna parent it to the armature as an object. So now we've got our Lich Slag. So the Lich has a really simple armature, so I'm gonna keep it as is, but I'm gonna delete all of the markers. We don't need any markers on this, literally at all. So goodbye. I'll make my own new markers for it, but that's gonna be for like effects and fire and all kinds of other stuff that's gonna be attached to it. The really interesting thing here is going to be the physics model, actually. I don't know how this is going to work. So for one, we don't need the localized physics for the physics model. The Halo 5 engines can stay. I am just straight up going to delete the Halo 5 shell. It's just, we don't support, that is an unsupported thing here. Um, anything that's straight up here in the middle, I'm gonna have to delete all the collision stuff real quick. Anything related to the reactor as well. I'm just gonna only deal with collision, no physics. As for the extras, I'll get back to those. The wings, I'm gonna consolidate them down into the Halo 5 wings just because they have more details, so it's an upgrade. I'll hide them for now. And keep the slag at the podium, or hide the podium. And what is this? Okay, so this is Storm Lich front, Storm Lich rear. Okay, so Cheerios are oats, I suppose. Dude, you know what I love is honey bunches of oats. I know it's bad for me, okay? Because it's sweet and delicious, and nothing sweet and delicious is good for you. It's inevitably chock full of the most sugar that you were not even aware was possible to put in something of that size. But it's good, man. I don't know what to say. Oh, dude, this is annoying. I gotta do, like, a bunch of physics model stuff for this. Ugh. That sucks. Well, at least I can cut out all the reactor bits from here. No more of that. Anything even tangentially reactor related is cooked. It's gone. It's over. Not bad, though. Not bad. A couple more things to delete. Things here and there. Bottom part's gotta go. That bit's gotta go. That's gotta go. Okay, so physics model-wise, it's not the worst. Like, there's obviously a lot I'm gonna have to do here, but it's not that bad. I could... Oh, I really just don't want to do it, man. I'm not gonna lie. It just fucking sucks. I hate it. You know what, man? I'll do the physics model later. It's that easy. It's that easy. It's not that easy. I have to do the physics model. God, I hate that. That's so annoying. Stupid physics model, man. I'm gonna make it as simple and easy as possible. Weasel, I hear you, kitty cat. Have you seen the spice bag? What is that? From Dune? With space drugs? The HUGEGRASS glassing beam target designated would be cool for extinction. I still haven't managed to find a way to make that work, but you bet your ass I'm open to figuring it out. Okay, bottom floor there is good. As for the top here, let me grab this piece, duplicate it, bring it down to the floor. I don't need this to be a flawless physics model, but it's got to be decent. I refuse to let it just be terrible. This is going to be a giant physical piece on the ground. While the Lich is flying most of the time, when this debris hits the ground, it's going to be pretty important that it's actually, like, good. Sorry. Brain cooking. It's going to be important that it's actually good, is what I was trying to say. I'm going to do my best to do this quickly, though. Let's pull it all the way over here. First things first, it's got to go up, for sure. And then into the side. Also, this needs to go up the floor. Okay, we'll drag this inwards, like, as far as we possibly can. Alright. Drag this all the way out to here. Drag this all the way out to here. Looks pretty good, actually. Not bad. Oh, it's not going to look that good, actually, because it's going to be more like that. That's close enough. So we'll apply the mirror modifier, split it down the middle. And for both of these, convex, pull them. And boom, bing, bang, boom. Decent floor. We still got to do the engines. Duplicate, separate, grab the separated object, convex hull it first, then after convex hulling it, we add a decimate modifier, drag it to like 0.2, apply it, and then we're left with a not simplified enough mesh. Decimate it to 0.1. And that leaves us with a pretty simple mesh. Nice, so then we add one more modifier, which is the mirror modifier on the y-axis. We apply it, and then on the applied version, we will then separate out this to there, and then boom! Good enough. I should probably clean up the walls, make them a little better. But the main part was getting the bottom parts that are most likely to collide with the ground in. As for people clipping into the debris while they're trying to walk around and explore it, well, that's entirely up to them. Is the front even... Oh, the balcony's gone on the front. Okay, so I can delete these. Alright, so these are still going to be big. These are still going to be complex with like 100,000 triangles, at least for the front part, but decent. Okay, decent. It doesn't have to have the most effort put into it. Like, if somebody's crawling around inside a dead lich, how do you even manage that? It's not going to be possible. So I'm going to save this. We have the rear and the front. The Storm Lich rear. It's got the same regions as the main Lich, and that's fine. The only extra thing that's important is the podium. I'll keep the podium on the front. The Halo 5 wings are going to be the only wings, actually. Ooh, no, I lied. We're actually going to lose the Halo 5 wings. That's rough. Oh well. So this is going to be a new file. We're going to start cleaning this up and getting it ready for export. So the extra engines, they actually do get to stay. Not the Halo 5 ones, though. Oh, wait. Oh, God. What's happening? What's happening? What was that? What was that? What just opened on my computer? Is that Peppy? What was that? I don't know what that was. Whatever. Wait, use invincibility while it's blowing up and crashing? I'm not sure what you mean. The physics model on the front one's actually surprisingly good. Like, with some tweaks, it's good. I'm not going to tweak it right now. Maybe later. Alrighty, that said, I'm ready to split it up into pieces. So that's the Halo 5 engines. Those are the extras. Alright, so I'm going to keep the engines on it. I'm going to keep the Halo 5 engines on it. With Destroyed 5, I'm now going to start splitting it up. So we're going to save it to Destroyed Front. And on Destroyed Front, I'm going to destroy everything that's not a front object. There we go. That's it. Save that. We're going to go back to the 5. And then destroy everything that is on the front after, of course, we save it as Destroyed Rear. You said you couldn't really crawl inside, so never leave. You'll definitely, almost certainly die to the explosion if you're close. I could be wrong, though. Maybe you could somehow survive on the interior. In fact, theoretically, you would survive the blast if you were, like, all the way up in the pilot's seat. I could have it kill you if you're in the pilot's seat, or what would be more fun, I think, is if you destroy the Lich. Like, this is what I think. It would be cool to destroy the Lich, and you'd expect to get kill credit if you kill the Lich, right? But it would be really cool if, as the pilot of the Lich, you just, like, somehow survive, you know? That would be pretty cool. Yeah, writing the debris sounds fun, right? That would be, like, sick. That'd be really cool. Alright, well, while I'm here, I suppose I could improve the physics model a little bit. I suppose. Like that. Marginally better. Marginally better. Alright, so this one will be the easier of the two. I need to duplicate all the physics objects and then run a F2 find and replace the money sign with an @ sign for collision. Good, good. Need to attach all of these. Oh, we don't have an armature for this. Might want a jump pack for that one. No jump packs, not here. Alright, we're gonna make a new armature, single bone. I don't know where the armature went. I thought I was going to use the original, but that's fine, I guess. Put the armature to the origin point, and we'll have one bone called Lich Rear. All of our objects, or all of our collision model stuff, is going to get attached to a bone on this, because they kind of have to be, from my understanding. We're going to parent it to that bone. As for everything else, the physics and base render models that we actually visually see, those are just going to go onto the armature, like so. And this is now game ready. This is now game ready. I know, Jim. I tried to do a jetpack for a long time. It just wasn't really feasible, honestly. Oh my goodness, my nose. So Lich Destroyed Rear, and we can... I think it's just ready to be in game. So we'll do Lich Destroyed Rear, export that. Shouldn't take too long. And we'll open the Lich Destroyed Front. So as far as cleaning this up, the physics model on this one's also decent. There's only a couple things I would do, like move this back and up a little. As for these sides here, these obviously need to be tucked in. Actually, only these bits need to be tucked in, and then these two vertices here could just kind of get that treatment. And I can even pull these in like that. And then that. Pull these two in a little. Just a little. Like that. Looks pretty good, actually. I'm pretty happy. I'll tweak it a little more, just because, as you guys should probably know by now if you've been watching for a while, I'm a perfectionist to an annoying degree. It gets in the way. It's not always a good thing. That's pretty sweet, though. Alright. And that should be good. Nice. Nice and evened out. Decent physics model. I'll take it. I'd probably improve the bottom one, but I don't wanna. So I won't. Now it's ready to go in game, though, which is nice. Oh, shoot, it's not. These are messed up. They need all of the attributes of the physics model. I'm going to do that really quickly. Assign everything to exterior 1. Assign everything to exterior 1. And then I need to link. For one, they need their funny symbols. I'll add those after. I need to link their materials. Phantom anti-grav effects? That's what they're all... Oh, man. Sure, why not? Find that, and then... God, I really gotta go through and just, like, fix up the physics model for this at some point. But whatever, it's fine. Yeah, now I can rename them to this. Oops. This. And this. And now we can put this in game, actually. You know what, though? On the podium, because this thing is dead, I am going to delete the hologram. There should not be a hologram on a destroyed Lich. Was something you didn't want to do? That was pretty fast. Well, it was fast because of the slag thing. The slag saved me so much time. And this is not done. This is the lowest detail I could possibly have put into it for now. What I would like to do, like Skaboodly said, with a really, really good suggestion of adding like pipes and like shrapnel and shards and stuff to it, that would improve it really, really substantially. But we're not done yet. There's still more to do. Getting it in game is not going to be like... I mean, it's going to be mostly straightforward, but it's not going to be completely straightforward. There's a little bit of challenge to it. So let's make our collision bits and then parent them all to the armature on the bone, the root bone. Oh, banger. It's Skaboodly's favorite song. Alright, now let's export it. I think it's good. So say Halo 3 with subdirectories. And now we gotta go into the Lich folder. I'm gonna make a new folder called Debris. This one is going to be Lich Front. And then we're gonna make another one called Lich Rear. Actually, I'm not gonna make a folder called Debris. I'm just gonna make a new folder called excuse me, Lich. What, dead? Lich dead front? We'll do Lich dead front. Lich dead back. Oh my god, my nose. Alright. That's good. Now we'll go to our Lich. and try to get this in game. Here's the destroyed rear parts. You know what? This is so unimportant, but Lich destroyed rear. Lich destroyed front. It's bothering me that they had bad names. Oh, it's still exporting the front. Good God. Well, I guess in the meantime, I can already import the rear. We're going to go to the Scarab, which has a material very similar to the one I'm looking for. The shader. I'm looking for is Scarab. I believe it's damage. Oh, Scarab Ripped, which the original I believe I got was in Phantom Shaders, Phantom Antigrav, and I'm destroyed. Oh, Phantom Damage, I believe, is it. So we're going to go to Vehicles, Lich, Lich, Shaders. This is going to be Lich Slag. And, I mean, it should look good if I import it, I think. So there's front, so we can put the front in now. Okay, that took a while, but it's time to get it in game. It has been a lot of work to get here. Well, not that much. I've only been live for like 3.5 hours, and only like 2.5 of that was probably me working on this. Tool, render, boom, draft, tool, collision, and then tool physics. Okay, wow, that was pretty easy. We'll do again tool render, but we'll do the front one. Draft. Then tool collision. Able to find shader invalid anywhere? Okay. Cool story. I don't know why that's there. Hey, have a good one, GM. Thanks for being here. Then we'll do the physics. Physics model's invalid! What? Not epic. Clear parent, keep transform. Parent to object. Oh, it's because of the engines. They totally were parented to the wrong thing. That's exactly what it is. All right, now I'm gonna hide everything from here to here. And I'm gonna export with JMS Hello 3. We're not gonna export hidden. We're not gonna do anything except for physics. That should export it like 10 times faster. There we go. Front, physics, front, physics. All right, now it should work. Nice, okay. I do know what I'm doing. I'm gonna grab the model from there, put it into here, and here, and then also we need a crate. So I'm gonna grab just the Gravlift crate. And then both. And then we get to rename them. Very fancy. So let's hook everything up and try spawning these in, and then God, I hope they work. I don't like doing this stuff, dude. It's not the most epic thing of all time. All Alright, there's one. I'm going to manually hook this up for now. I don't think materials are terribly important. All of the regions should be valid. Still. Delete all the damage info. Model uses sky. No, model's not going to use skylighting. Okay. So the destroyed front part is theoretically working. I'm going to do the back one as well, though. The rear one. Pretty straightforward to do this, actually. This is not as bad as I thought. I'm excited, though. We're nearly there. But finally seeing this in game after all this time. You know what? I would wager that the... What is the radius of the actual lich? Whatever that is what these need to be. $32. Okay. I can probably go with 25 because it's not going to be offset. Let's do that on the front one real quick, and then, whew, and then, God, it's just probably good. It's probably good. All right, so we pump this into here, into the collision model that we finally made, and the physics model we spent that time adjusting, clearing the animation graph, destroying the attached objects, deleting all damage info, and not using skylighting. With all of that, do we have the necessary... Damn, I forgot how good the Halo 3 Seraph looks today. Holy shit, that still looks awesome. I'm gonna fly that in a second. Alright, here goes nothing. I'm scared, man. This is so scary. What if it doesn't spawn in? What if it tells me all my hard work was for nothing? I did it completely wrong, and then it tells me to commit Sudoku. Oh. Oh, the engines aren't rendering. I gotta fix that. But, oh, it actually... Okay, well, it definitely needs to be adjusted a lot, but... Ooh. Why isn't it? Oh, I forgot it. Yeah. Delete all attachments. Delete multiplayer object properties. Self-destruction timer 0. Okay. Okay, okay. It's okay. Let's fix the shader. Hold on. I know the shader looks like ass. Give me a second here. I'm gonna 10x everything. All values are getting 10x'd. Okay, maybe not 10. It's unfortunately a little bit too repetitive. Let's bring everything to ×4. Yeah, and there's not really any winning. That's okay. It'll need a lot of detail to break up the texture and make it look a little bit better. Oh, right, the engines. I almost forgot. I gotta get those rendering. We got the Lich. We got the Mammoth. Next up is the Halo 5 Kraken. Still alive, I see. Time to find a way to stop that. What does that mean? Are you gonna murder me? What do you mean by that? Gotta stop this guy from going live. Take him out. Alright, let's set engines to... Yeah, engine's already on Halo 5, but the reactor, what did I call it? Grav lift engine wings. Oh, wings. Wings do need to go to default. There we go. Whoa, there we go. Dude, that is gonna be so fucking cool to see. An entire full detail Lich splitting down the middle. And... No, I'm just sending a tornado and weakening the cable in the storm chasing car that you're planning on being in. Man, I want a storm chase so bad. Oh, there's a little opening there. Dude, this is sick, actually. Like, obviously it's blurry and crappy, But even though it's blurry and crappy, I can add detail to it in the form of pipes and twigs and more pipes and ripped up metal. The fact of the matter is we now have, however early in development, a destroyed Lich back and a destroyed Lich front. And most people, if I blend it well enough going forward, might not even notice that all I did was put Blender Silly Putty all over the front and back of it. You might not even know. What can I say? I'm just good at what I do. But yeah, it could use a little bit of love. But that's not even that bad, dude. That's not that bad. It's actually, it looks marginally better than I expected. I didn't think it was going to look amazing, and it doesn't look amazing, but it is marginally better, and that counts for something. That's so cool. Man, I really thought this was going to be so hard I would never do it, but we no longer need him. He doesn't do everything chat says. It's /S for sarcasm, demon. You can't /J for jorking it. No jorking it in the chat. Modifying the texture of the Lich itself to blend in the destroyed parts will make a big difference. Yeah, I need to add some overlaid decals of like scorches, I think. A bunch of scorch decals all the way over. It will make a big difference. His blessing is the armpit hair reveal. Don't judge me, alright? I live free. I'm a man. I'm built like a hairy beast. It looks pretty rad though. Gotta say. Kind of cool to see the inside and the outside of the Lich all at once. I'm Texas now. You're Texas? I'm a huge fan. That's awesome. Oh man, I really want to add the explosion, but I don't know if I have the mental fortitude. I know this sounds weak as fuck, but dude, I can't even lie. Doing that was so mind-numbing that like I need to take a break from like doing any shit like that. Oh, dude, this thing got such a glow up. It feels way more like it belongs in Halo 3 now. I actually really like this. The Seraph, the Halo 3 Seraph upgrade is massive. The visuals look so much better. We're into the Lich bits. Alright. I don't think the collision model's working. Ow. Oh god, they have really high acceleration. I can just push them around if I want. I just compared my acid Z-bone with the first Z-bone I gave you, and it has a much better detail for the guns. What is the acid Z-bone? Oh, I gotta fix that. Dark Steel, thank you for the $2 tip, dude. Very much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. I can show you footage of the mod I'm almost done with for a quick mental break, though. It's gonna be around 5 minutes or so in length. Don't worry, I'll skip through it. But yeah, no, send it. I would love to see it. Where is the crate? Acceleration scale 0.0001. And then for the rear one, we're gonna give that the also basically 0 acceleration scale. Why is the mass like crazy low? I can just bump into it and move it around like it's nothing. I think the mass should be really high considering this is a massive thing. I don't know though, it's cool. It's better than the ass bump. I don't even know what that means. Yo! Real Lich Lover! Thank you for the $5 tip! I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, hey, RJ, love to work on the OG Halo trilogy. The Lich destruction after destroying the core. Oh, dude, I don't know why I read that when you said I love you working the OG Halo trilogy. I thought you were doing that bit where, like, oh, Rejected made the entire Halo trilogy. You should have a power downtime where the Lich starts slowly falling out of the air before detonating. I could make it just not so slowly fall from the air. Could I do that? I don't know if I could do that. I agree. It should absolutely do that. If I can figure out a way to do it... Sorry, I'm being quiet right now because I'm thinking through whether that's, like, what method I could use. Halo 3 functions, which is what, like, everything is tied to, is a little bit restrictive. But theoretically it is possible. Now I have to make the Lich actually explode, though. That's the next challenge. Because, doesn't the Phantom do that? I don't know. I don't know what you're referring to. Well, the Lich doesn't actually explode yet, right? That's the next step. But I think it could be not too hard to do. Okay, adding the blue bit to the metal, to the Covenant metal here, actually did make such a huge difference. In fact, I want to take it a step further. No, I lied. Actually, I don't want to take it any further. Well, let's try it out. No, I don't know, dude. I'm so, like, torn and all over the place. I want to make the blue more visible on the Phantom, or the Seraph here. I think a bluish purple, or bluish orange with a purple base color is such a sick color scheme, but I feel like the blue only shows because I did it in a kind of cursed way. I want to get it to be kind of like the Phantom, where you see it, like, a lot. Seraph H3, shaders, Seraph. If I do that, let's save the environmental tinge color. I'll put it back to white, which I believe was classic. That's just so much worse, so much less interesting. Boring. Super saturated blue goes crazy hard on me. I realized why my normals were fact, even though they exported DirectX, they're coming out as OpenGL. These are OpenGL normal? Oh no, these are the old normals, never mind. Oh, you're right, these are, aren't they? No. Are they? It's so hard to tell. Can't ever, like, it works both ways on this because I don't know. I swear these were divots inwards before. They're divots inwards now, I think. Can't tell. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's crazy though. The bump that you sent, like the upscaling looks good, but it like blurs it like crazy. What did you just send me? Is this the Black Ops? What is it? Oh, more tornado footage. Oh, it looks like the Half-Life tornadoes. That's so cool. Like the Gmod ones, I mean. Man, I wanted to make a tornado chasing simulator so long ago, dude. Ugh. I made like a really detailed tornado that looks even better than the ones in that world, and it looked cool, and I could do even better now. I do some fixed ones. Well, I would like. I guess I would like to see some more. Oh, this lens flare. That ain't cutting it. That ain't cutting it. The Seraph, you guys notice this? When I pull backwards, the lens flare disappears. The Seraph is on. That lens flare should not turn off. The engine is always on, which means my Seraph engine needs to be moved up a little bit so it can never turn off. The minimum is an always on. And there we go. Now when I pull back, the light stays on. Very nice. God, those weapons suck, dude. They look like they're made of gas. These purple bombs, they literally don't have like a solid bit to them. They just look like gas. The colors are so wrong. The light volume's never with it. Why is the collision model broken? Riddle me that. Well, Zo, I'll have to check out whatever you send later, because I'm going to head off for the night. Well, that looks really cool. I'm going to end it here. I'm going to work more on the Lich tomorrow, because I'm going to be honest, I want to make the Lich explosion so bad, but I am way more mentally drained than usual, actually. It's got to be because I'm sick. Yeah, this is awesome, dude. I'm so happy the Lich pieces are finally done. I'm so happy the Seraph got a facelift. This thing deserved this so long ago. Oh, right, the lights, too. It's got these cool front lights now, the triple light bit. That looks sick. It's a lot more interesting visuals for the front. We love to see it. Have a good night, too. Yeah, you too, Zo. I'm going to head off. Have a wonderful rest of your night, you guys. Thank you guys, by the way, for amazing support today. I really genuinely appreciate it so, so much. I hope that you enjoyed. I'll be live again tomorrow the exact same time. I was sick and really down and out of it for the past like 4 days, but I'm back. I'm well enough that I will be streaming non-stop again as I was originally planning for this month. So I hope to see you guys there tomorrow. We will do the massive Lich explosion and put these giant pieces of Lich garbage to use. And hopefully we'll have one of the most epic explosions in Halo 3 ever, in Halo ever, for you to see. So look forward to it. I'll see you guys then, though. Thank you again for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and see you tomorrow, same time. Be there, or I'll cry. Goodbye.